brothers and sisters, the problems we face are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy, we can create jobs, we can restore faith in governance, but we must commit to the hard work of change. You were not appointed to occupy space. You were appointed to solve problems. Let me remind you of the social contract we have entered into. The Ghanaian people expect us to deliver, and we must not with excuses, but with results. I've said before and I repeat now, this is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter. And I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. We must work with a sense of urgency, and President Jonathan spoke about the 4-year term. Our young people are tired of waiting interminably. Our farmers, our workers, our entrepreneurs, especially our women and youth, want to see policies that work for them. They want fairness, they want opportunity, they want to live in dignity and prosperity. Indeed, they are not asking for handouts. They're asking to be given a fair shot. And let's give them just that. The task before us requires leadership that is empathetic, that is disciplined and accountable, leadership that is not defined by titles, but by service, that is not defined by slogans, but by substance. And so I issue this challenge to each of you to lead your sectors with vision and integrity, to champion innovation, make decisions based on facts and data and not on guesswork, spend public funds wisely and judiciously, reject opulence, and never forget your first duty is to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you will get, and not to your personal gain. I want each of you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose and with the humility to keep learning. This job is not about knowing it all. It is about listening. Example, I'll stay true to the values. And please remember, when any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to act. I didn't think that was what you would clap for. Let us leave here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us lead with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration will establish. And so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership program duly open.
Ekufuadu se odi abrantie bi ba ama na be hihye Ghana sika ama emu aye de ama odi ahoto aye den abreye ye fa dollar no from 4 ye pam ye fi aban mu na dollar no was 17 yama how much the economy no na run na fa win election ma wo ho ye de 54 e de account 17 e provide your line e wo Ministry of Finance e jira e konso e jobu sika areho ye de apamo ye yes fertilizer na beje ye lusu wo ba subi hono subi ye bi ebro wo ye ko lusu ye vote akofo kwada so ha ebro ahin ye bia wa circle la ye lusu over 20,000 ye bi ebro wo circle sa propaganda no enko bebia muma ye fanto che ye nyina kwada so ye mature constituency ye nim and some ni bi wo hono mo ye ntimi fa ya no enka wo platform so stage so as ye nyina wa ha ye nim nema e koso ye lusu ye anti a repeat candidate enko ye maye na etoso mienu Ekufuadu se odi abrantie bi ba ama na be hihye Ghana sika ama emu aye de ama odi ahoto aye den abreye ye fa dollar no from 4 ye pam ye fi aban mu na dollar no was 17 yama how much the economy no na run na fa win election ma wo ho ye de 54 e de akọ 17 e profile ye line e wo Ministry of Finance e gina e konso e jobu sika aweho ye de apamo ye yes fertilizer na beje ye lusu wo ba subi ho no subi ye de ebro wo ho ye ko lusu ye vote akofo kwada so ha ebro ahin ye bia wa ha circle la ye lusu over 20,000 ye de ebro wo circle sa propaganda no enko bebia muma ye fanton chei ye nyina kwada so ye mature constituency ye nim ensem ni bi wo ho no ma ye ntini fa ya no enka wo platform so stage so enso ye nyina wa ha ye nim ne ma ko so ye lusu ye anti a ye repeat candidate enko ye maye na etoso mienu Ekufuadu se odi abrantie bi ba ama na be hihye Ghana sika ama emu aye de ama odi ahoto aye den abreye ye fa dollar no from 4 ye pam ye fi aban mu na dollar no was 17 yama how much the economy no na run na fa win election ma wo ho ye de 54 e de akọ 17 e profile ye line e wo Ministry of Finance e gina e konso e jobu sika aweho ye de apamo ye yes fertilizer na beje ye lusu wo ba subi ho no subi ye de ebro wo ho ye ko lusu ye vote akofo kwada so ha ebro ahin ye bia wa ha circle la ye lusu over 20,000 ye de ebro wo circle sa propaganda no enko bebia muma ye fanton chei ye nyina kwada so ye mature constituency ye nim ensem ni bi wo ho no ma ye ntini fa ya no enka wo platform so stage so enso ye nyina wa ha ye nim ne ma ko so ye lusu ye anti a ye repeat candidate enko ye maye na
ya ko election ana ya lusu ye nyina na ye ko ya ana ye nyina de ya lusu afedi ya tretre ya sa oba omia so ebisi ba omia na ma ye lusu ye ebisi ba omia ye sei ebisi ba omia ye sa na so ya MPP for ye nim de tie ye lusu election no ye nim de tie ni pabubu fu ya omanya den omankoto aba si aba ye obi aka fertilizer e haye enye sa na obi aye akwa akoto aba na fertilizers egu ho na ya fa fertilizers na ama ade abechi am ya to aba ene ye se de fertilizer aba ye cha ye na sabe fertilizer na ama no baomia no ya Greek minister enti ade ntena ye beka sa baomia na ma ye lusu election no ya ko election ana ya lusu ye nyina na ye ko ya ene ye nyina de ya lusu afedi ya tretre ya sa baomia so ebisi baomia na ma ye lusu ye ebisi baomia ye sei ebisi baomia ye sa na so ya MPP for ye nim de tie ye lusu election no ye nim de tie ni pabubu fu ya omanya den omankoto aba si aba ye obi aka fertilizer e haye enye sa na obi aye akwa akoto aba na fertilizers egu ho na ya fa fertilizers na ama ade abechi am ya to aba ene ye se de fertilizer aba ye cha ye na sabe fertilizer na ama no baomia no ya Greek minister enti ade ntena ye beka sa baomia na ma ye lusu election no
3 propaganda against me. 2 that they are pushing in, or 3 of them they are pushing on in the Upper West region. That I didn't bring fertilizer to Upper West, and therefore we lost the election. But if it is fertilizer that we're going to win the election, then all we have to do is to just buy fertilizer 6 months to election and distribute. Nobody can tell me that we won 2016 because of fertilizer, we won 2020 because of fertilizer. But that even aside, everything that was supposed to come, there are 2 people that were giving fertilizer. Local Ministry of Local Government, Natoshi, was bringing fertilizer to the assembly. The dry spell fertilizer for Upper West, every single one of them came to Upper West. Every single one of them came. Every single one of them came. When the fertilizer gets to Upper West, I am not responsible for its distribution. Once you pick it from the supplier brings it to Upper West, the person responsible is the parliamentary candidate and the DC. Look, the night before, the day of voting, because they wanted to smuggle it, because they wanted to smuggle the fertilizer. The fertilizer was not sitting with me in my warehouse here in Accra. It was not sitting with me. And the number of bags of fertilizers we brought to the Upper West region, nobody in any year has bringing that quantity of fertilizer for the dry spell. Nobody. It was sitting with you. And then you say that you can't share it. I don't understand. Fertilizer, the day of voting. Even if it came the morning of the voting, yet it came months before the election. We have everybody, if I come to I'll come to everybody's constituency. And I will show when the parliamentary candidates receive their fertilizer. We have the data. But I'm saying that if it didn't come, it's one matter. But you all saw the fertilizer in Upper West. Is that not the case? If that is the fertilizer, when the NDC came, in every constituency, they went and locked it up and took over. Why did you not share it? It is not me. It was with you. Three properties.
Me, the way I see do MPP, and Yabia. May be the MP. They are charging me treason because of MP. They will never do anything to destroy MP. Now, from 1992, when was say body and soul or dini sika na who den nim dear abua MPP party a chair in Japan. Na me kura ni wia na makọ akọsẹ no ana ye party ti mesrem obi obeba bia wantini anka adwuma ho asem na obeka kan de Japan onye presidential material onye say no, let me tell you, we need bold men. Ye hia kukudurofo NDC for etutura asem no wanya obi anani edin na wantini Uncle Facey NBC for the Messa opposition. The Messa Munya Kukudro for until say the last constituency, 7-year presidential candidate. I will never accept defeat. I will never accept defeat until the electoral commissioner comes out to declare. I will not. I will never accept defeat. A kuna ye kono, a here bema, our mubeta yechi. And yes, I would your boy, Namu Dimrika, no more Janet, no Marco Sisego, no. And yes, I'm your election in Africa. To vote for a bold man. ABM, last one, make a transit. Obi ba was say the mesro me the way I see do MPP enya bia meye bibia de tia MPP. They are charging me treason because of MPP. They will never do anything to destroy MPP. Now omu eba ha nyina from 1992 eba pim sad. When was say body and soul odini sika na ho den nim die abua MPP party a chair in Japan. Na me kura ni wia na makọ akọsẹ no ana. Ye party ti mesremo obi obeba bia wantini anka adwuma ho asem na obeka kan Japan onye presidential material onye say no, let me tell you, We need bold men. Yehia kukudrofo NDC for etutura sem no wanya obi anani eden na wantimi anko face NDC for yebesa opposition. The mesra munya kukudrofo until say yebeka the last constituency. Say me a presidential candidate. I will never accept defeat. I will never accept defeat until the electoral commissioner comes out to declare. I will not make case yourself. I will never accept defeat. Ekuna ye kono ehia bema a wo mu beta yachi enye sa wo de ye boy ya na mu dimirika ne mu adwane no makosi segu no enye sa na ye election in Africa tibo
Ekufuadu se odi abrantie bi ba ama na be hihye Ghana sika ama emu aye de ama odi ahoto aye den abreye ye fa dollar no from 4 ye pam ye fi aban mu na dollar no was 17 yama how much the economy no na running na fa win election ma wo ho ye de 54 e de accord 17 e provide your line e wo Ministry of Finance e gina e konso e job sika aweho ye de apam ye yes fertilizer na beje ye lusu wo ba subi ho no subi ye bi ebro wo ho ye akolusu ye vote akofo Father, so ebro ahin ye bia wa circle la ye lusu over 20,000 ye bia bro wa circle sa propaganda no enko ba bia muma ye fanto nche ye nyina kwada so ye mature constituency ye nim ensem ni bi wo hono mo ye ntimi fa ya no enka wo platform so stage so as ye nyina wa ha ye nim nema e koso ye lusu ye anti ye repeat candidate enko ye maye na etoso mi elu Ekufuadu se odi abrantie bi ba ama na be hihye Ghana sika ama emu aye de ama odi ahoto aye den abreye ye fa dollar no from 4 ye pam ye fi aban mu na dollar no was 17 yama how much the economy no na running na fa win election ma wo ho ye de 54 e de accord 17 e provide your line e wo Ministry of Finance e gina e konso e job sika aweho ye de apam ye yes fertilizer na beje ye lusu wo ba subi ho no subi ye bi ebro wo ho ye akolusu ye vote akofo kwada so ha ebro ahin ye bia wa circle la ye lusu over 20,000 ye bi ebro wo circle sa propaganda no enko ba bia muma ye fanto nche ye nyina kwada so ye mature constituency ye nim ensem ni bi wo hono mo ye ntimi fa ya no enka wo platform so stage so as ye nyina wa ha ye nim nema e koso ye lusu ye anti ye repeat candidate enko ye maye na etoso mi elu Ekufuadu se odi abrantie bi ba ama na be hihye Ghana sika ama emu aye de ama odi ahoto aye den abreye ye fa dollar no from 4 ye pam ye fi aban mu na dollar no was 17 yama how much the economy no na running na fa win election ma wo ho ye de 54 e de accord 17 e provide your line e wo Ministry of Finance e gina e konso e job sika aweho ye de apam ye yes fertilizer na beje ye lusu wo ba subi ho no subi ye bi ebro wo ho ye akolusu
Mani na busua nyinaa hyede. fi yen century ni baako a wo fi ha obon ho modern pa Hannah Miles wo fi ha na oni ye be fam kakra ebia na Gen-Z's ne doso ti ye kama me ajeman kunadu a ye mududu no a enim no enti no at this point no ma me de ye be fam na wa chire ye nisu kakra sabi ajeman kunadu for doso ye ma me a ene wedding fisher du sonson a nana mo hia no nti wokọ akura kwasra wen onu ankasa onu ne han Hannah
India Bema. Michia obia ene ewie. Ende ya de abakosem kakra bi ye fa ye maame Nana Kunedu Ajman Rollins ehu eba. Esanse yate asema enyede. Se mpenfo se wakanchi negu. Enti yema yenuanum nina shedin yema Ghana man shedin. Ena yema mpenfo ewo NDC mutitiu so shedin. Se asemi abetunye. Na se yehwe na bakosem mu a Nana Ajman Kunedu Rollins oye Rollins eyire eye kane mampeni odi kan ewo Ghana JJ Rollins aye na ye nimu ne ho kafo no sa pepepe na maame ne bo ne ho modin ye pa na se ye be sha ase a ye wo no November 17th intinka next month ena ko bedi ni birthday ko bedi ni 78th birthday ye wo no 1948 samre no na ye de ne che Ghana man na maame ne bo ne ho modin ye pa wo Ghana emra nsemu osan bo ne ho modin ye pa ewo ya mamre ne ya bakosem nina politically she was very 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 vibrant enti say ye hwa ye maame Nana Kunedu Ajman Rollins na oye obatan esanse okuma ema pa yi oye obatan a she became the political figure a wokuma ma eye ye fa hodie enkora empanifo chese oba bia wo Ghana man ene wiase afa na nyina eti ne die hu se maame ne bo ne hu modin ye pa na yen hyase no ye wo no Cape Coast eye Nana Kunedu Ajman ye wo no Cape Coast na obekọ Achimota school no fi Achimota school no ena okoto a ni school so ewo Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology aye na ya friend KNUST na ofi ho no okwama no ne ko to a ni dwumadie no so kakra na osambe ye dwumadi ko sua niama efa mpeniyon ho efa senia ye niama editu oman pon esanse ye ka no ye ma wore mfi se ye say one ye ma mpeni John late Jerry John Rollins ena ekonye ema ye nya ye mfa hodie ewo eye PNDC amamom na oware wie ye no ode ni nwumadie bebre etudwa enwuma ni bi nso a wo ye no ene se ofande eye 31st December Women's Movement na sa movement eye movement abekuma emba pa titiu ekuma emba fa hodie ekuma emba nkola school ekuma apomudin eye 31st Women's Movement no eye movement bi a afi bia na ye celebrate because ye di gina homa emma enwuma a wo moye enkola titiru ensu school ko ene apomudin nyina ya ade bia ye maame ni di mu akotini ye pam na wo free ho no ode ne ho be ball NDC esanse na ne kunu eye political party peni eye NDC National Democratic Congress form penity no maami de ne ho hye amanyosemu kakra na amanyosemu no ode ne ho kobata eye ne kunu party eye National Democratic Congress na owomu ano hu se da bi menye ni da so menye enihu se mepese me gina se wo ba kon na me so me kokoma Ghana ma ene Ghana man nyina isa se wokoma ma na chese wako ama oman no Enti maame ni sam be gina mu. Ya maame be gina mu no. Oni NDC that time na ye John Evans Atama was late. Ena na wo pray ekonwa no ama oman no. Enti eba ne sa no one ne ko pray ye. One ne preview ye no. Wenim kunim ena ono ate ne ho. Ekoti National Democratic Party a ye frɛ no NDP. Ewo 2012 mu. Ofi honum. Osan ko ginae 2016 for the first female ojina say presidential candidate Emma NDP. Ofi honum no obepre nyama bebre hu ema ebi ni affirmative action bill no na odi mu akotene pa ye ono no opia ye say there bi ye hia say bibia ma ye no mema ye no ma so betimi aye. She was fighting for the gender equality for women especially. Enti wo free wono osan so bo modia konya esan be mu say she became the early advocacy in 1980s, eba 1990s so osan be ye oba odikan a okuma se okunafo ana se akorebi eja efri mu a enwo se ebusuafo efa sa ejapade no
ana samre no obekaya na ayaya de pa se okunani ni kun ewoja no na busuan befa enti me kai se maami adwuma kunodu ana etimi convincing ni kunwa ma omo ede emre bi ko parliament
PNDC
law 111
exactly
yes interstate succession law 111 me kai pa
eno na odidi mu akutini ye panti ode saade ni gina ho ekuma ema pa
enti ene wo yoba na ukunu na wofa enti me mefo adwapade nkwa ka hunu se maami agema kunodu
wako amamba
open
na wako amankora no nso esanse nkora no so ya no mani ya omtoto esanse omo nana anom papa efri munti enti that was the affirmative bill or the buy enti se mechanical kra bi ni midimanu besi a ye beka se ya maami wa yade ya manimo na ye mabusuan so due na ye maye na ye ho ye akọ se emre ne so a ye ni na ye ba ko jam na yesie no kama we ni kakra me wofa ye na ye maami nana achimai kunu
mouse why the pa why na inyina era ho aboto de enso e be fa ne sara
na maye nde oni baba mabako anago baba kweja me na maye nde
ayo me maame ewa homa no so enye maame owo nkwa na yo maame basasi so yenyina yehihia ye me maame Anita Lisoso na eba Ghana manyo semu a maame mu ono so akwesa agima kunadu no maame ahyepi the political focus of this country. The Camera no National Women Organizer of NDC. Mami adaruma. Ofe nyama benwe du mbeye ya mami musu be shanikina. Amene. Mati mikasa especially in NDC. Mayeko na ye ya mami eni nkomo. Esan se sabre no na one ebusuan so na. Mami ya mohamu akwa ba haya Accra100.5FM.
Yeah, maybe.
Mami wa obeni na no tudako. Mo akwa.
Accra100.5FM.
Say I am
Mia na menya do SM besra mame.
Oh, emre kwa.
No cre. Yo. Mame we de yanka bianhim. Nyisi na nanka epe no. Ne se ba mu de na paka ya befa mame kunadu agema Rollins. Me pacho mame na onim ni sen. Na die ni betimi esua afri ne ho.
Me da secretary next year etiefo nyina na madam so sema ema me na do agema Rollins rather from the currency senya wono a anka ye ma ye ne hwan e wo Ghana politics 1979 we were SD secondary school form 4 and I papa a year a free home and a day and na 31st December the mama say and all your far what share your name my baby and no and I'm to a next my genitor then so I do baby and she has young years now be who say yentema yeden attitude na am say waka baby no ehwe because me to me to na kwa Agriman Rollins na lewa mama ye ni power ni kunu JJ Rollins nemre na aso na woko ba kakra me ka sa Ghana fu na ne say yen hwa papa wo ye yen kan no enye se ofiri ye mu ebi asem bi nti ene ma ne ko di the other side e form ne party
no correct
na momu ko wumpo o ka ho na party ne dai nti mama bi ko nyina ya na mestre 31st of one women movement ne say ye leadership no omon play ye nyina yintia say be ye yewe ye be di ani
you with the 31st for you
yes ye 31st for ye say what the more so no on the buy na mestre ni anemo nyina wo munyu ya wo enfri wo mu ebi ana bibinti ene ma ye ma ne kona bi ti bu fuye e ma ne ko ebi a eni se woko nti afutu a me de beja me ni anu ma ye ma ma nse awrade mfa ne ntie baby pa ma ye kasa me
ma ye na wase yakopon hira wo wono hwampa da se bro ya mami Anita de Soso former national women organizer former national vice chair and mami gusu ye I think former ana yeneno ehwehwe nkomo yi ye hwese bitimi ni ye one former chief of defense staff akasa owia na ene honorable asha nkomo twehwe na se general nunu mesa general yobia one JJ enanti ye pa hesi benyano afen wadwene ya ye maami Agima Rollins aka enchinego origin ana yede tudwa but all the same say ne ye maami Anita di nkomo no krade na etwanitia enti inya empanyifo na aka no a yedo mbeba but obetimi a share opinion on Facebook patin bacho mume Facebook no na adofo e wo honom no so no ye acknowledge wo na yanko yanim Honorable Christian Tete Baja abe joining me. Party enra menim say kwa ye twa video bi. But o sa videos no. But I wish to say anke bebo sa video no answer because enra me sheda me ye kutwai na o share from ye osofo penin Archbishop Ajenasari Jolu hono eyesa wo frosro towards Abelenpe kosi sa run about her nifa so wo free eye laboni ha na ekodia na 37 na ekwa nifa no eko villageio eye Accra benkum no ko Achimota fan baabi ko Fala Pass ana 19th so no ko fa Achimota Forest ye shede twai se ne be ya honorable behunu because unam light ni mu ana fi esum no asha se ehira and yene omwa eto ade no maako mienu bi ekasa and I wanted us to play the video so that at least honorable will have that now are you know on try no wenfa network okay that's fine honorable me amo akwaba
meje was opening
but say the other video no achenkwan so try no way that and also okay so when it's done then but you see at here for mudia ya mudiyechi and ma follow yen ache mobeka say from 2 weeks ago there's an operation ya started operation fix street lights in the inner cities of Greater Accra and momunim say yen ye boje ye machidon ye bo aban ye chidon say aban no be successful sebi ni anadwini sa ana obadwini say e bia yetan MC bia na yetan minister bi because being fa party ma power na me say party no ene na nka minim nyansa.
Accra is too dark. We've taken it upon ourselves to step out at night and show you the nature of Accra.
Enti ayi aha ya frasen Achimota forest enti mpanifo tumuntumi nya bibia amfa won se moden kane ne ade besisi street so mama Linda Okulu on first street light bi me bobo akakra look mosha we are proud of you what of we so bad over aha nice no light. It's very, very bad, and nobody is talking about it. The other time, I'm in the Okulu. Oh, fire, MMCs was a wine. Say, one more not there, one more for light in the lights in the way. I had the nice, I have seen the main road, yeah, think crying by up point Juma, Shah. It is one pass, hey, na Cromphobie, a peer free for the sea, would have for the job, we have for the sea. Or peer free Muba. Na obebie car no okurachuo ni ade a eti onku nyi wa ade ngo ana onje ka free sem fo pra ye behi we am ye na bra me ho popo eti asem very for aha nyina yesu aha ye Achimota overhead ho we ye de kwa Achimota over we la pass kwa so ne nam no aha nyina yesu Achimota forest it's very bad very for we no be fa wan apia se ape o mu bo eti ayi aha ye frasen Achimota forest enti mpanifo tumuntumi nya bibia amfa won se moden kane ne ade besisi street so mama Linda Okulu on first street light bi me bobo akakra look mosha we are proud of you what of we so bad over aha nice no light. It's very, very bad, and nobody is talking about it. The other time, mama Linda Okulu oh fire MMCs was a wine. Say one more not there, one more for light in the lights in the way. I had the nice, I have seen the main road, yeah, think crying by up point Juma, Shah. It is one pass, hey, na Cromphobie, a peer free for the sea, would have for the job, we have for the sea. Or peer free Muba, not of the Bio car, more creature there. Eti onku nyi wa adengo ana onje o kan free them phone cry be hi we am here na bra me ho popo eti asem very for aha nyina yesu aha ya Achimota overhead ho we
mabua me na say obroni bi kasa gu masum obi kasa obroni bi nso kasa gu masum ti fa video no to on na honorable enti
but there's something that the person who the one should be doing. Well, say Vietnam, a choir association. So we are having
beautiful drive, right? Okay, let's see. Now we are entering into a certain zone. We are fast approaching Achimota Forest. Famous Achimota Forest are Konfo, Egumu, Omoha, Ghana for. Now, if you say one street light, I don't know how I say, are you with my panel from right?
Right way,
it's the right way going.
Achimota Mall.
I had more call
Accra100.5FM, sorry. And I had the many call Forest.
And I left to local La Paz. Okay. It's in order to see. Honorable Minister. I had him now. You right.
After darkness.
There's no light. Bravo to this way. Osha Obi, your person in easy, but I have a solution this way. I don't fix here. And also, you can say, but there's something that the person who the moon should be doing. Well, say, now. Acquire association. So we are having beautiful drive, right? Okay, let's see. Now we are entering into a certain zone. We are fast approaching Achimota Forest. Famous Achimota Forest are Konfo, Egumu, Omoha, Ghana for. Now if you say one street light, I don't know how I say, are you with my panel from right?
Right way,
it's the right way going.
Achimota Mall.
I had more call
Accra100.5FM, sorry. And I had the many call Forest.
And I left to local La Paz. Okay. It's in order to see. Honorable Minister. I had him now. You right.
After darkness.
There's no light. Bravo to this way. Osha Obi, your person in easy, but I have a solution this way.
How do I control?
A solution this way. And right, you can no people, we are taking a risk because we don't have FPs here. But we are taking a risk. They can let you. No, and the good news is and Yami Aduma, Honorable MC, or the Osayo, you are Honorable Jaja, and Isaac Baja, or I'm a Christian. I entered many Ashopa, and none of my protocol officer and friend. I mean, these are people we need. Profile Casa, yes, they have. Because of this, including me, you see what you know why? Because I hire dangerous. Why? The see Achimota Forest and Forestry Commission. Come on, Forestry Commission company, no way. Forestry Commission, we have the lights. Oh, a whole Forestry Commission. Minia L came Kotoko. Oh, dear, meet me appeal to you. Not mommy. Hey, I don't know before. What are you battle? The police station. Now I am on trumpet police commander and a picture mammy and projecting. But what you hear, Bobie see what happens here. I can tell you, say, the next day, I'm about fixing street lights. Madam, hello. Me patrol, the ATM no can say. Street lights really have a can't send your best light. I had a motor, who be a Hamus.
Yes, sir. I thought it'd be a motor for a dream.
Which you should. And I think of us, one is in Germany.
I said, Casino, Ewa Hasia, I want to meet Haji Sabas, a fine way. It is street lights, then you have a bomb.
So, Nanasana Mekan.
President Muhammad, your baby, what am I successful?
No problem. Also, guest guide, you know. Yeah, Ben, also,
yeah, Ben, the asset, your
lights, no, no,
the way Kurano, baby say two, back on the left. Okay, but you're moving free more honomo, live on Accra100.5FM Citizen Show. Mamenka say Honorable Christian Tete Baja, the Ose Aye Oyo Ama Waba. So the focus of your discussion largely will be street lights. However, it was said you situation on the 2 years. For all you know, it been Granadia other areas, Crampana West, Aibi and Kwaya, but ye name the Honorable Nedi Kayam Wakwaba.
Major Sony Washafoni with your phone.
Okay, we're a passing comment, but it will come back there. Me patro nya wahuni. Honorable, are you proud of it?
Meda wase, meda Washafoni with your phone so I say. Say because on swada Omampeni, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama na Vice President Nano Popajima Professor ni party mpanyinfo nyina Honorable Teresa Ladia woni Miami MP Obana na fin so me constituency ni municipal for nyina yanti asempa enano pay na ya mami Her Excellency Nana Koneju Ajimai Rollins anya ni baby called na Obasema Odimuna Ghana and Fourth Republic aye jinemu yi se democracy akonkan ya mami Nana Koneju Ajimai Rollins dimu akutini na omu jina ya ma se odi kankan no women voice in politics aye ne ye beka se Ghana ma akonkan wo ye kamimami kam ya amamomu a na ye di subo na the credit bema ya mami Nana Konedu Ajimai Rollins ni wa wo kan ye Honorable Sheria Itemu Honorable Betty Modi Drisu Honorable Alotemu any mpenifo bebre Honorable Mary Grant mu
ama benywa
do mu
Anita di
so Miami comrade me chia we yi na imati tru nso I kan ye ho a ye share na see from revolution
babo Mami Mary Grant
Mami Mary Grant also kan pa any ama atai duni for settlement ade and omo kan nyina me Bobie mjabi na mom listen at all imma nkan call politics Mami Nana Konedu Ajimai Rollins na me shrawo 90 yema webusia ni obi a yakọ se Ghana ade atoye ni na yebehwe na yenyina ya boa na yenim se NDC party nso ebeso ase na ya mano baby pa na wada enu echi no obani meda wase se wama me akwanya na maba studio na memde nsem kakra betudwa wo niama efa street light Achimota Forest from Dimples Inn N1 to Kata ni Achimota Road na wo Abekan Junction ekosi new plan na afin so La Paz ebesi Abekan Junction eno ni me 4 major routes a me wo and I will free Dimples Inn nso be see new station called new plan hono eba ben mu ba ye no me hu se kane nsem wo kwan so eyo how kese nti me ma me pamfo wo assembly members ni assembly ni nyina ye konkan se ye hu bibi na wa ba ko no wo nso ye hu but amma jinaso emma nti ye feasibility studies over the license situation on the street na yenya first hand information ya hu say lights no construction ya di see median nemu na median nemu nso se fort basa na ni trace no ya very difficult until one of the feasibility ya estate officer e brief him say materials e wo pose no ma be ma light na so ni nyina no akonfo awia ni nyina na omawia ni nyina no ni ye no ya din until budget PM no was very huge until your first strategy be say ni de yen procure light light na yen this is a pole na yen top poles na yen stretching over those two areas na yen sheshe we have done a lot of feasibility. The procurement process has been done miken enche between ne I could see 31st October ye be wi poles ni besisi ho estate officers ni companies aya contract omun say omun fix light na wo Dimples roundabout eko Gimpa how nyina they will do that one. So I was in conversation with the contractor and they are going on site this very weekend.
Honorable, you are talking about less than 10 days. So.
Less than 10 days. I'm very much convinced and sure that they will execute the job.
10 days.
Yeah, 10 days. Because you have mounted poles, no? You mounted poles now. Then we will connect new wires from a source, which we are taking the source from the Forestry Commission enclave, no? Then we will connect it on the poles. Then we will lead it all the way to Dimples roundabout, and from Dimples roundabout, Echo Gimpa. Now then we take also from the Dimples roundabout to the Achimota terminal stretch. Yeah, the highway is for so Yen Kitahun. Then we take the N1 from the Dimples roundabout to Kata enclave. Because we call almost between Abranti and Machi Dedeho, Echo Kata Hona Eso, but Fritri La Paz, Echo Dimples roundabout. How Nina Edum.
That is not Honorable Krawell in Baby Dundumo.
Because I'm on the ground.
So okay.
I go on a tour every evening to ensure say the lights no ya fix no ebi mu aso na me say yeah no from the onset no ni nyina sound dundum.
The reason is because I say when we started this, there are some people who thought say be a launch attack on you or the greater Accra regional minister. When we started this, now omunim the good intentions are yeah. And ebia honorable betima kachiro mu a yedim ye honde da, but the first minimum nkyere say me metra imprison
empa wa ho brasem is a call to duty.
Yes,
na say journalist na am moyechi na yan sorry and na yan so a o man man enya value for money nti meda Accra FM as say musumu call kwan so na mama manfo ehu or how I work lights in seminar na ama me akwanya na me so ba studio na mbeba be kyerɛkyerɛ mu ya hu kaka ya ye niama ya teto a ye de be kɔ kwan so na ya fix light na ma Ghana man na ye nyina ye nya light wɔ kwan so na wa wo di chrono was a stretch no nyina no ni nyina to betwa in the near future na me council akosi say police for no so ebo mo modern say me music chairman idea ye call music meeting na it came up at the discussion into your police patrol periodically call randomly. Now your station, some also there, but because they go around within that stretch all the way to the Gimpa stretch, most of the time, no more Babaka. They have to go around the Achimota school area through the community and come back through the terminal area and get to the Bofun enclave before they come back to that same place again. Until once you're intermittently, no thieves, no so I your crowd, almost move free or within a second. Then they will do the snatching of the phones here and there.
Honorable, I love you for two things. One, the politician that you are. And so you are wearing the cap as an MC. Two, we chairman or head of music, municipal security. Yeah. And it's obvious that sometimes you have to praise your people. Yeah. But I'm putting it to you and I'm putting it on record. That is my route. Police if they are briefing you, honorable, say, come on. Say police for them say, yeah, jinkro phones or why don't you station people there? Why must it be on say call route and come back? Because that whole stretch from Babiomo to the police station, they can be stationed there with police bikes. You try video bakua, utra darkness na, you shut up kutra police station, and you police station in free on them. Because there's no use of that police station when they are snatching people's phones from that very stretch.
Almost station ho. Like I say, you're mounting barriers severally and with the motorbikes because you won't say the barricade nisi from 8 o'clock corner then we also have a routine patrol bikes almost didn't want cutting ekoba but make I say ni crack no say omon no so saying say omo pa make I no crave some back me na man ka sam so me call me routine checks because anajono me nanti ho to be sure say whatever we have decided to be done they are doing it. There was an accident situation, Obi driving then he entered the bush. I was right on the spot within a split of a second. The police arrived.
Because the police is stationed there, sir.
Good, because when we were communication, say we are on the ground.
So, honorable, my suggestion is that send your home get deadly, they dangerous. I appreciate when a year patrol is highly in order. But I was also thinking, say, in augmenting the efforts and beefing up security, sure. We should have station security. Yeah. And to ABR to say, baby, a man ko bompire no. Na police for two, na mutu jina sorry. They say I believe pe run about no. Na police for two. Na ya station more. Oko wanimu a edru Accra Zoo. Na police for two. Then towards the Achimota La Paz.
Yeah.
Then towards that, then we know say we are. But say obeko petrol ba na saa time na medru ho dey Jimmy phone dia.
Openo mami omo ho. omo gyina hɔ paa ɛyɛ nhyehyɛ ayɛ omo gyina hɔ paa
ɛna omo ma adwuma
omo ba adwuma ma me bo omo abaso omo ba adwuma MTT for na ɛwɔ hɔ ne police command me share di omo bonim sɛ adwuma yɛ di ama yɛ die ɛyɛ adwuma a wo cover amanfo a wonim na bɛgo ase nti ɛsɛ wo yɛ sure sɛ uti security akodwane su die wa wo so hwɛ sɛ mpanifo no yɛ ho adwuma nti me de bo omo abaso sɛ omo mpo na you are prosecuting over 35 people from that stretch. 35 people. Akronfo. Me cancer see I omo da fiase.
Obaye ya.
Me baye ya. Any ebi mu a akoso.
Wow.
Because the police were there. Vina yawo ground informants ni patrol ni panso they also disguise themselves omo nanti hosa. Inti omo bon ejuma. But once enormity of the problem no eso into we tackle na when you tackle it head on periodically no you get a little bit hiccups here so that you review yourself now with the assistance.
But sometimes as a citizen I feel disappointed in my leadership irrespective of the political color at force or in force because I can say on authority say Radim Pingu yikum ubinne a watch motor forest stretch no so the next day mobile fixes street lights. I know my a classic example akoda 11 years ya uko tree kudu ya wode enkrofo koguns we the next day if not that day vice president me mama ko che 600 life jackets into life jacket ni go and yan ko che ana but they see any ye these are issues we should take away NDC MPP and look at it critically as citizens of our country. Because obi nim ni obi watch na. Because that very stretch, honorable, Mrs. Oka SCC honumwa, you not come back and find the car the same way.
Yeah, and it's na me bosso actually say you buy 4 months yeah you buy mui. You didn't share go lights no because you my promised regional minister. Any RCC you say by October ending the whole light stretch on that place will be fixed.
Hey, honorable.
I mean what we are saying.
Wow.
Because yes,
by October 31st.
In the next few weeks.
You remember extra 1 week account.
Yes. Because what was it?
31st.
Procurement process and yet
What's it?
31st, honorable.
Honorable 31st year just 8 days.
Just 1 week. Yeah. To end. Lights are available. Because regional minister Emma 50 boxes.
Okay.
50 boxes.
50 boxes.
50 boxes.
Okay.
50 boxes. You the Biama assembly. You the Biama. But by all means, those 50 boxes. When we mount about 25 poles, I are calculating on that stretch now. When we put 2 lights on each of them, at least we'll get the place littered. Now, quite soon you bear camera. Until minimum say, anything where we pull the lights from
by 31st of.
But putting the poles down is what will be the changer for us.
Okay.
Now, your workers, so near estate officers, they are about going to do that with other supporting staff. Every individual, almost so I say, now you're fixing like because it has been a concern, man, will be out with that stretch. Until you're fixing that.
Citizens,
I want to assure the citizens, say, yeah, municipality ni Achimota hono forest you be fix light no
I make kwan
me minim pa me so be fa pa ekọ adwuma ni me fie nti at least be kwa e ho so na me fa me so enya de a eso ani until we are fixing it and we'll fix it as we have promised.
Until the 1st October and you bet your 1 week account. Say so your budget ye miscellaneous. Ejuma sem de wonnim ne ebesi. I have a reason so that people will not hold you by the 31st.
Sure.
They drew no anya. So you agree say you up to 7th of November. Now by that time no dear you sure say near work no.
Every light will be fixed on that.
Obi the message about say please the traffic lighting. I think traffic light conversation in there. Or say above for traffic light in Yajuma.
You find your feasibility no you say lights ne ebubu because of accidents. Accidents are more light in ebubu. Yeah. So we are now in touch with Prefos and other companies they look at the streets traffic lights within my area no because we share Achimota new plan Echo Abekan Junction no not before those lights were also off but Mika say we have fixed that one. But because lights ne bubu no, after na ye in mom fix it street light no so Eddie eba besisi ho na one wo bubu one na omo charge you no we are ensure say omo tia what it takes to repair and replace the street light that the traffic lights now omo bu no as of accident no e was that time now above junction ho.
Na we know solar and anye solar you have no idea.
I put dimples in the no mo ye no ebimu ye solar. But unfortunately, no, the same kind yes, see what media anymore.
Okay.
Na media anymore, only concrete ne tare ho. Into wood tracy line na map power no call anymore na. Very, very, very difficult.
Okay.
Na enum so na se na ho ye som nti amanfo ewie. But say your strategy ni say the post ni besisi kwan ni chen forest na no. On both sides.
Okay.
Then we connect the line from the Forestry Commission enclave. Now their power, then it goes all the way to Gimpa stretch of the road. And we believe say when we do it that way now,
it's on a way no contracts and municipality na tinima
municipal.
Okay, then let me direct this question to you. Adena, but forgive my ignorance and you can educate me on this. Adena say ma contract na for maintenance income because more often than not it's not as if say monye but moya e drew meribia na light ni nyina dundum and because maintenance contract income no then it come back to you again say sanko fix it. Meanwhile sankiyema contract no ye the maintenance kan ho anko ni bakuru nim say dumu a etwa so ko bentini
on say ye kwan ni wie to some years kwan ni wie na satam the entire assembly no. So at the end of the day, assembly no take responsibility of every material that was handed into the LI for the assembly's creation. Then no maintenance was left in the hands of the assembly.
Assembly
maintenance. Maintenance. So we budgeted for the maintenance of the street light and other lights within the community. In the meantime, your estate department and so I estimate for maintenance of the whole of Bemomo, that is National Chief Imam area into Mubeko. Asat na making omo ho anadwo omo fixing and maintaining and replacing all photo cell. Light no. Why are we doing that? Our strategy say Christmas beba. And there's a need for the communities to have enough light.
And even 24-hour economy. We can't have 24-hour economy
without light.
Yes.
And anything I want to share from Dimples in Eba terminal on the whole side na a ho nso na yen so ye fix those lights na a ho nso I shine because forest no other side no so what that area Echo Motor School no into your strategy is say when we fix the 4 main streets in
e be na that you know so no
e be na
we time amamo ye no
no more fix it be na the same time they are maintaining on say there are a series of them. Yes,
okay. But raw pictures be honorable pictures no be na so na nkofo be hu say no ka no ye no correct
those lights no into anajubian so omoko into you one electoral area then we go to I have 11 electoral areas because I manage 2 constituencies. Okankwe North and Okankwe South. So it's a big area. So when we say our personnel should go at the same time simultaneously, ABR inefficiency. So we concentrate on one electoral area, we move to another electoral area. So by the time we get to Christmas and at December, now we have covered almost all the electoral area. We are helping also to put in more personnel. We are recruiting more electricians to beef up the situation. As I now Amika say, we have shortlisted people to be employed as additional electrical assistant to our estate officers, about 20 to 30 of them, so that when we capture those electoral areas now, the light will be fixed.
That is a great feat. But I think this question may be a local government minister and I say may direct it to. But you may want to share your opinion, Rabo, because what I know no say to every street lightage now, Otudako, Metria Kareda. Every street light. Because at Chinkwa appear koto Ninkaniano, there was an item yacho no street light. It won't mean Jimmy street light sika. Na me back one street light in no. Any serious country, and me no be sorry, and found when a party at Yabe. The local governance structure no more because the money goes to ECG. Into your TSS canoa. Does it go to Energy Commission? Does it go to the Ministry of Energy? And yes, answer there if the assembly and a yoma say your maintenance there says omotia it should be addition to the assemblies, not assemblies in first says sikanoa yejigiano and fix it the street lights.
Many almost share regional manager visit me na the home kita ho. Na the woman say electricity company provides the power. Electricity company provides the power into the light or into the poles. Then we assembly now on my manager street light. No, we maintain say light no and so they be the no car no omo say they ensure said there will be power. But we had to provide and maintain the bulbs and the poles that have been put on the road. And
are they give you money for that?
Every year budget from IGF and at the same time, and at the same time from part of the common fund. And also electricity generation within the country, and also and the Ministry of Energy need ECG for this so that we know say. Also, do they bring it back? Should they bring it back to the assembly?
Honorable, and no can be bring. Can be bring there's this video. And we a police station. Oh, I baby you free any day. We will not appreciate the video, but if we what's the police for there or more light? More police for to light.
No, a coach motor school gate now.
I video ni. Me ba talk mon join on Facebook na mo appreciate it near ye can.
Na we so ya mean we a free police station call hospital junction.
That be when your hospital junction there no. When you from
the dimples into the police station.
Yes, to the police station.
Dimples into the police station. Yes, and one your main challenge.
Yes.
Na hona ye say ye no hand. And hona ye hu ba. And the G2.
Police for no make create no light wo. O man for no en create no. I bet my own bone no light ni.
Enye by say o ma sheda na mum say ye assembly no ni o ma mani na yen kan yen.
You are serious leader. You are taking responsibility.
Na yen fix. Enye say
police
for no asem. Na mum yen na say ye fix na police for no so nya.
Atemba asa o sere wa failure honorable. Wa failure honorable I mean. I'm saying John Mahama man ngasa omo ahun Brazil.
Honestly, I am motivated.
Yeah.
And I am proud.
Yeah.
Na
me pato you so Mike as o kasa no menti wa
na temenga
okay
and I me sha no
I better
okay
mati afemeti
say na make no I am proud na honorable ama Matias say leadership ni egu ahodo because a brave bi person twemu a na wo bo assembly a eye asem a ye nyina e ye concern over it ya no obi dwen say bia o gina djuma na say bia te sa mind you honorable no our friend also what say ye see ye pe no ye hwehwe no ne na bonkomo all in the name of pressure
again ye frɛ omo na hwehwe yen
and make no and honorable call
that's what I'm saying
he called say and I would love to explain things to my listeners. One more what honorable person here day.
Okanko
no. But manya papa bia say mo kan asem kire no awutie. Why anya hwekra no. Onya light no. But
asem a waka keke no.
What kire name bia.
Amakoma ba fom.
And no kire to be ma enema jo. E jo ma tete abonte na omo say ye de ye pesa abaye on popular. And they MC and they
Atenkwa bisa papa yo ti hoi maybe I will share me during elections.
You see?
I didn't you name me.
What I say? And only my dear say me there about honor leadership. Now honorable aside the challenge not to say by 31st
one more timeline. By your man 1 week account.
Honor me I'm just me one.
That be your man.
Because honorable I am telling honorable here.
But you have to amend the time. We agreed on 7th.
Oh, what? No.
No, me back. No, me back. Hold on. Me back.
This matter is a national security.
No, me back.
Yeah, national security.
Because you have 2 weeks ultimatum. And do it, sir. We are still holding on to our 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
Like I say, Obama 31st October. Yes, we can hold him by his word.
2 weeks.
Oh yes, sure.
Calculate it, calculate it.
And 2 weeks.
And 2 weeks, no. Because we started this campaign last week.
Yeah.
We started last week.
So official, let's work with 7. Man, Chimbibri. Let's work with 7 November.
November.
Yes.
7 November.
Yes.
Good.
when the leader was at the timeline at all. Now your man 1 week.
It's by 7th. You better have
October. But make
to find out.
Yeah, no. Come on, near be the A Nika. So you need.
Yeah.
One my say honorable minister man 50 box.
Yeah, like box.
Which means
the minister and
That is why I can. Just a minister and so be.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's why I'm not familiar. Now honorable son the men on bomb images be brached.
Yeah. You will create because sanitation. You might why your own money.
18 in the catch on up on the time this one. My sense for because for me sense for one.
Yeah.
But if you
very well. And honorable and found semi and obeti. And the honorable that is it. Let's close chapter. Maybe your last remark on a street light because now we have the 7th of November. So by 7th November, you know, Baba Hanum. They are better say.
Na many street lights in 7 days. You know, na madam wants to say, my mom sa kwenya na my bed church and yamamuna ya my dine D. Yen shisha ya di atoa the best street line every dimples runabout airco gimpa every dimples runabout airco achimota terminal nothing so N1 stretching and so ya honke kan ya di atoa yeah ama light no so aso wo N1 no so na communities no so with the gather of the assembly members no so ya di light no airco na ye maintain until December na manfo nya light na ye friendly Christmas
okay
no shisha ya
honorable enche no be sorry so but you be rent to sanitation but yenya no one yemfa abo baako and obo baako enkum numa bebre. What kind of a municipality did you inherit? Not books no more to say. I'm sure you'll not be able to go through all the books, but some italized gray areas. Then you link to sanitation and what you've been able to do.
Revenue mobilization form. Nti minima pam for director any finance officers ni auditors ni nyina can see so say you mobilizing resources for a period of 6 months before we start spending because you won't say you're minister for finance in strategy no back no oba bem no o magana for nyina ti ase say the books are reading read, so there was a need for us as a country na you mobilizing resources before we begin to spend again. Yes, so you fat to you also say Sanchi share you feel say better. Nti many omush yen share na yankasa ye see chrome na ye nam chrome na ye G ye BOP business operating permit any grounds rent waman for car garages any filling stations any stores war Okankwe North municipality into tax force any see chrome make ye di mobilize ye no. And no so na ye jina di aye IGF ni ye na ye enu ye then your strategy said then we had to open up to employ more hands.
Okay.
Now more hands no we had to get enough city guards. We are about employing 50 city guards so that they will add up to the 12 that we have so that they will marshal the municipality both Okankwe Central and Okankwe North. What is the intention? So that we can move in with these city guards to bring in more revenue. Then we are also getting 30-member task force.
Okay.
Then we also have employing 30 sanitation guards so as to ensure say the president both ties seen and so say Accra100.5FM. We will put this sanitation gas board with our strategy of two-way collection mode. Nopana Naju La Paz stretching because a market center. Any N1 also any communities we collect the refuse with our compactor, the Bolak taxi, then also raise communal labor spirit into the people. Into your mom for me groups sanitation police, any Bola group. Ni na our community yeah, and we into your factory and so so me call La Paz stretch na me shovel no na yeah man leadership by example in humility so the people will know say the problem now we appreciate the problem ourselves because we are all part of the problem so that we find the solution together into me a man for echo coin so sanitation police
that's what you can nyina Facebook into ba beti ma
sanitation police for na dey taxi so na N1 so won say netie no etare car coin mu efu nwi ye free kata all the way to Niboy Town Junction.
Wow.
Between now till the next sanitation day,
Good.
Bus stop, the bus stop boys are coming to help us also on that same week, Good. Then on the first, so we are mobilizing the whole community and go to the N1 and also clean all the way to a Penkwa roundabout. Now, you so your strategy back when say National Sanitation Day New Year, we move into the electoral areas. All the first Saturday of the month now, then we go into every electoral area from electoral area. So by the time we reach December 31st, then we have touch base in every community where there is market. So sanitation has become one of our main challenges.
But I couldn't know the tools. And I mean,
sen so no to a eno na piti ma ma portals no etaba because nane quota no na wo hwe N1 no so akosi dimples roundabout na e wo bebre nti ya fatu ye so ye da his excellency as no my 10% ya ye sanitation ye na edim na ekoke na boa yen yie nti ye bebo na baso se o ma esaska na ye ma na nim so ngwas na NDC nti ye be sure say N1 be no no we are contracting 4 contractors now to permanently maintain the 4 major streets in my municipality.
Okay, nti to maintain
so they will be doing the constant sweeping after the voluntary workers have finished.
Oh, okay.
So that for them it is a contract that when they wake up early in the morning with their workers, they sweep from the N1 one end to the other. Then from Achimota New Plan also to Abekan Junction.
Okay.
Then from the Dimples roundabout also to Gimpa. Then we have from Abekan Junction also to La Paz. Okay. So these areas will have the contractors on it. Then they will also go into the skip program. Then the sanitation guards will be on the 24-hour surveillance in the community.
It's a town council.
To say town council, no, because a young guy say say one bro. It's in a
town council.
It's nobody no no so be show crying. No man decide you be show more uniform to attract other young people to take the sanitation issue as a national call.
How are you taking advantage of anyways, na many come about some cassette, they be provide jobs. And it's fantastic there. But how do you also take advantage of this Jumera policy, the big push? And I'm acquiring okay.
Okay, not na and resource in terms of road network.
More problem.
We have a problem because plenty big push. There be Okankwe Central they have tried to asphalt, but Okankwe North roads no na and now Mika say the road network Okankwe North is about 163.8 kilometers. Now 106.8 kilometers, 74.4 kilometers, 45% is only tarred or paved. Then we have about 89.4 kilometers unpaved and on tarred, which is 55%. Now when you know bomb say big push now you count say demarcations in Bana constituency now roads with my honorable member of parliament, Honorable Teresa Ladi Awuni.
Fantastic.
In Sembe 2 bedroom road minister Betty Enka. Now so asphalt fly chrome nothing so home to home roads now. Now the pavement aguso because you manage say you be about 10 paving home or door-to-door home roads now. Now man for free road no so come fear at least mad and so back from Amomu. This is our infrastructure on road strategy and also your percent your bumper and say man penny be share the name about Okankwe North. Honorable Teresa will make a case for us so that the big push Okankwe North will also get a fair share of the cake.
And no credit my fire no tumbi.
That's it.
Okankwe North, especially Achimota no there. Is in the heart of the city. And the Minister of Roads and Capture Honum.
Papa.
Because I mean, can you imagine Achimota na Omukwanye? Can you imagine? I mean,
I will catch motor school now there's no asphalt. And for say media announcers so Mumwayen na Abama road network I asphalt no eno nso be mra Okankwe North major na emma ye community no so
honorable okay say o nyuma bebre ba obu a wo man citizens intino opese wo ba an wo ba intino men fa wonko akiri bebre at a better time. We know the impromptu na will respond to niema. You be saying the waba na ye wurem the kind of municipality in terms of its healthy economy. OJ, how were the books? You know, Osha Public Accounts Committee. Sending Krofubu Boom Krofu Faso will be a wewu ye pianeka for 26 months. Meanwhile, validation officer no or Cobons and years no on Wagusi to Yaka. Yenim near war into your besha denya a year betanasi. Nafi Yasha wow so achievements coupled with Niawi Obay. Then we will add your vision for the next 4 years.
Thank you.
We will add your vision for the until Benya Mrenia Dinkomo. Until for now yen fancy but who will be beer Itrasanka Yeka Nibia your question now for Hunti and Timam 1 can ubitimi aka in 2-3 minutes na
me pese me ka make oswa da was say wa man sa kwenye ne me oswa kan say me manfo I wo Okankwe North I share their pain say aban ba yi na say na expectation wo no expectation are very high than the delivery me momo ati say me pa mo cho say obi anya abotre na list omo apply for jobs na ye be me no interviews I be no we will pick them one after the other and the plan is every year between the now to the 4 years no everybody who have made an application to the municipal chief executive or Pejuma we are structuring it next week going one say you best start to say you free month for interview to place them at various areas for the first year Amika say we are employing 100 people in various areas. For example, we are employing on the city guards, we are employing on the tax force, we are employing on sanitation, we are employing on commission collectors, we are employing on revenue collectors. These 4 areas are areas that we are employing readily, meaning the honorable member of parliament, Yakabum, ni assembly members, ni me preside. We are all putting our hands on deck, but me poor mucho say, omunya botre kakra na aban hihye ni nyama ye wo aban arrangement no a little slow but with determination and good leadership we will still get the results and they will get the jobs that they are looking for. So I want to plead with them
because
and I hope
you have raised a very important President Mahama Yabakope. Ministers, CEOs, MCs, DCs, money to me create now, yeah, one problem with NDC, I remember who say NDC eba power pay. They wear the cap of father for all. I'm sorry, but the credit. Enti say esan komoma direct employment to wamu base no. Na as wamu the Ghana jaw. But MPP comes to power, they don't care, and they sponsor their base, strengthen them, give them jobs. Omwe so mkwa bruchiri, omom kusua de. Eti ebedru tamwa sebi and this opposition ye penkrofo a almost kabwa partner yenya. You should stop that because and this for no so Ghana for empower your people.
Yeah.
Me makawo say adwuma no ye 100% a unfa 70% men this for no because it cannot be say your coalitions. Your one MPP led by Bamia, your one NDC led by Mahama.
Accra100.5FM.
Ana ye won krofo ebedi sa Mahama nachi. Enkrofo bia medi Mahama nachi omko Bamia. Na ye wini wie ya mo se omo amedi Mahama nachi ni nya adwuma. No mo ebedi machi ni ntena go to CEOs, government agencies, ministries, MPP for adwafa, NDC for gufie. Ama mo fun be no. Ye kan we ya.
Yes.
Mo say asa ye kasa bebre. Ba ye kasa bebre say.
Yes, strategy nem fan to jamu opening.
Honorable. Employ your people.
We will employ them. We will employ them. Processes na ye famuna se wan hwe yin so na kofa issues bebre.
En fa issue bia ma.
Moma ye You be employ me share one boss employ
grassroots boys no.
You be employ.
Mun create adwuma no. Taxes na sika ye de betu
am. Enno na ma hye no nti se ya nya sika ye de betu akai. Because na ye careful so say employ na ye ntimi entu.
Ye betu betu ya.
Enno so be dia
your gold, your diamond, your bauxite, your manganese, your oil, ye betu ya.
Me dia me ka say manya revenue sources me de betu ya ankra areas me employ mu nyina na omagino mo.
It one number one say na o employ mu nyina. Can you imagine say we have how many districts in Ghana?
261.
Na 261.
Na 100.
Can you imagine how many people can get jobs? Create jobs. Empower your people.
We are going to empower
create
them.
Your own millionaires.
Very much.
You can't forget it. Because when MPP is in power, they will do worse. Give your people jobs.
We'll give them jobs. And we'll restructure the workforce too within the assembly. So that Omonswa age in account, no Omonswa, Omwejuma and so we have made sure that they should justify why they should still be there or they are giving letters to go and rest. So we are doing all that to restructure. And after the restructuring, then the employment drive is on it. Then spaces have been created. Then we put the people there. And at the end of the day, get money also to pay them, to appease them from the suffering they have gone through for all these 8 years.
Yeah, to force Cindy. Honorable Yada was say, na ya mo abaso say, Obia, anka ye ni abre say ye pese nkomo ko yi no. Anka be fan foforo. We udi obu ma Ghana fu. Honorable, would you say only my papa or no yin project ma wana? Project ma. That is what we want.
And
listening government.
Na mama chenya mama che metie for na me di wie kra no. Madam member of parliament Honorable Teresa Ladi Awoni Obana Obo Juma ye na me ba senso ye beboa na ono nso na Juma wa ye no e konkan na de bia no yenkoso a ento no so aba se na otumi ma school fu a omoko school afoforo yi omo musika na oso omo ase na oko communities na ewe bia e ba no otuanka wa ya de yie pa ma ene okankwe nota anka yensusu na yemfata no ene ya be
sometime be cry me di na chima Yakwatecha hospital base
Achimota
I think that you were also
that was part of that.
I was there.
Why deal with the people no it's a shining example. But near me can say you be can boom na the insert to deck so to make sure say Okankwe North will become what we have all envisaged. Now munta mechi no mun somase. Inform so de beba but say ba yen hold your hands in unity. Na yensu gi enfunso nto so na yegitum a the honor amanfo so benya gide wo omunya gide wo memu na nim se Nyankopon kan ye ho ide ye de ahobrase ebeso mo man Ghana ni Okankwe North for na Ghana be kra medam wase
NDC grassroots senior MC agina panyifo anim aka no munya botre we know se munya banya adwuma otuda ko han de se mo amu ni se meka mamo no bagawaya mamu suru ate in try home co break ma you buy any politicians no be shase any edin komo.
My brothers and sisters, the problems we face are real, but so are the solutions. We can rebuild our economy, we can create jobs, we can restore faith in governance, but we must commit to the hard work of change. You were not appointed to occupy space. You were appointed to solve problems. Let me remind you of the social contract we have entered into. The Ghanaian people expect us to deliver, and we must not with excuses, but with results. I've said before and I repeat now, This is the legacy term of my presidency. I intend to make it count. I intend for it to matter. And I expect that every member of this administration will do the same. We must work with a sense of urgency, and President Jonathan spoke about the 4-year term. Our young people are tired of waiting interminably. Our farmers, our workers, our entrepreneurs, especially our women and youth, want to see policies that work for them. They want fairness, they want opportunity, they want to live in dignity and prosperity. Indeed, they are not asking for handouts. They're asking to be given a fair shot. And let's give them just that. The task before us requires leadership that is empathetic, that is disciplined and accountable, leadership that is not defined by titles, but by service, that is not defined by slogans, but by substance. And so I issue this challenge to each of you to lead your sectors with vision and integrity, to champion innovation, make decisions based on facts and data and not on guesswork. Spend public funds wisely and judiciously. Reject opulence. And never forget, your first duty is to the people of Ghana and not to your own political survival, not to the applause you will get, and not to your personal gain. I want each of you to leave this retreat with a clarity of purpose and with the humility to keep learning. This job is not about knowing it all. It is about listening. For example, I'll stay true to the values. And please remember, when any of us fall short, I will not hesitate to act. I didn't think that was what you would clap for. Let us leave here with renewed determination. Let us work not for applause, but for results. Let us lead with honor, and let us remember always that the true measure of our success will be the lives we touch and the legacy we leave behind. And finally, let me remind us all that the destiny of our party and our future success depends on the legacy that this current administration will establish. And so we must give it our all. We must work together to make our party's future successful. I therefore have the privilege and honor to declare this executive leadership program duly open.
In fact, one coordinator of one of the aspirants' campaign recently introduced a new argument. They said that delegates should not vote for me because my wife is not a true Ghanaian. I mean, I've never heard this argument before. I mean, and suddenly it is being introduced in our party. We are a very diverse party, covering all religions and all tribes. And it is important that we have unity.
Election, and I lose so, Yanyan, Yakoya, and Yanyan, the Yalusu. I fed the attention and saw about me also. Ebisi Baumia and my Lucia. Ebisi Baumia say, Ebisi Baumia, sir. Now, so ya MPP for Yanim the Lusu election, no. Yanim the Antiani probable fool your money day, or man Kotuaba. See a buy Obi a car fertilizer, a higher, and yes, sir. Now Obi a Yakwa Kotuaba. Now fertilizers, a guho. Now ya for fertilizers now, ma. I dear bet you a tuaba, and yes, the fertilizer. Ye chai ye. Now, some fertilizer now, mano. Baumia, no, ya Greek minister. No, ya Greek minister. And tell them today, because Baumia and my Lusu election. Ya election, and I Lusu, Yanyan, Yakoya, and Yanyan, the Yalusu. I fed the attention and saw Baumiaso. Ebisi Baumia and my Lusu. Ebisi Baumia say, Ebisi Baumia, sir. Now, so ya MPP for Yanim the Lusu election, no. Yedim the Antiani probable fool your money day, or man Kotuaba. See a buy Obi a car fertilizer, a higher, and yes, sir. Now Obi a Yakwa Kotuaba. Now fertilizers, a guho. Now ya for fertilizers now, ma. I dear bet you a tuaba, and yes, the fertilizer. Ye chai ye. Now some fertilizer now, mano. Baumia, no ya Greek minister. No ya Greek minister. And tell them today because Baumia and my Lusu election. Yako election, and I yalusuo, Yanyan Yakoya, and Yanyan the Yalusuo. I fed the attention and saw Baumiaso. Ebisi Baumia and my Lucia. Ebisi Baumia say, Ebisi Baumia, sir. Now so ya MPP for Yanim the Lusu election, no. Yanim the Antiani probable fool your money day, or man Kotuaba. See a buy Obi a car fertilizer, a higher, and yes, sir. Now Obi a Yakwa Kotuaba. Now fertilizers, a guho. Now ya for fertilizers now, ma. I dear bet you a tuaba, and yes, the fertilizer. Ye chai ye. Now some fertilizer now, mano. Baumia, no ya Greek minister. No ya Greek minister. And tell them today because Baumia and my Lusu election. Yako election, and I Yalusuo, Yanyan Yakoya, and Yanyan the Yalusuo. I fed the attention and saw Baumiaso. Ebisi Baumia and my Lucia. Ebisi Baumia say, Ebisi Baumia, sir. Now so ya MPP for Yanim the Lusu election, no. Yanim the Antiani probable fool your money day, or man Kotuaba. See a buy Obi a car fertilizer, a higher, and yes, sir. Now Obi a Yakwa Kotuaba. Now fertilizers, a guho. Now ya for fertilizers now, ma. I dear bet you a tuaba, and yes, the fertilizer. Ye chai ye. Now some fertilizer now, mano. Baumia, no ya Greek minister. No ya Greek minister. And tell them today because Baumia and my Lusu election. Yako election, and I Yalusuo, Yanyan Yakoya, and Yanyan the Yalusuo. I fed the attention and saw Baumiaso. Ebisi Baumia and my Lucia. Ebisi Baumia say, Ebisi Baumia, sir. Now so ya MPP for Yanim the Lusu election, no. Yanim the Antiani probable fool your money day, or man Kotuaba. See a buy Obi a car fertilizer, a higher, and yes, sir. Now Obi a Yakwa Kotuaba. Now fertilizers, a guho. Now ya for fertilizers now, ma. I dear bet you a tuaba, and yes, the fertilizer. Ye chai ye. Now some fertilizer now, mano.
To Director of Elections NDC and so on. Now, largely, you better Hanan Juma we dig Ghana based on report Attorney General Edemayen. Better na yedi honomo enkomo ebi MPP mkakra. But the emfa Mami Ajiman kunadu ne wato for me enkomo nhyase. Ebusianfo ye mama kwaba. Na emfa chopa e mase bayache start Okay, mention free divine. So brief remarks on. Okay, maybe I should. I think I should begin this rather with Madi because. Sena. No, I can't know.
It's a national issue. You can pretend to be say can more than that. Nika my emfa
honorable Macho Kasaguma
for Yako. We saw a dear author Ghana name because a former first lady for Republic, a former first lady no. And in the Wakabibi. Before until there 2012, now she was a key member of the party NDC. Until 2011, or contested Professor Moss now to become a flag bearer of the party. And she decided to choose a different party. Meaning that it happens in our democracy. So we choose a party. It only NDC, nothing about NDC also comes to it. But the contribution to this country, no, contributed to this country. Right from revolutionary time, only Lawrence in our to ever do democracy more. The group 31st women.
The first December Women's Movement.
A boy, she brought in the women on the landline in terms of politics now. Cecilia. So this woman has done a lot, especially women empowerment. Until when the issues have become say all free party, but she was a pillar when it comes to Oberkai. It's the same, almost the same conference at Beijing. Recently, so women champion the cause of the women in this country. So, contributed to the growing of this country in terms of democracy, in terms of women empowerment. Could they do as if the right thing, taking her life when the party that she started in our BMO. I believe say buying our mind the man be fitting barrier.
But do you read any meaning into that?
At least it will be more respected than the ones free or mother. It will be more respected than the one free mother.
Okay.
Yes, it will be more respected.
Okay.
So don't be surprised. That's why you shouldn't be surprised when we say everybody knows first family catch I'm call penny or penny money also. Again, if you look at the statement is the car about her first lady and 31st woman. First statement now and Kabibi and Kaon, whether a new party or no. It tells you who the nation news say you lose as a person. And see, we see our phone. We are talking about 2 years exactly. The founder some few years ago. In fact, we are preparing to celebrate him because this now on the November 11th, 12th, 14th, to celebrate his birthday. Celebrates and now on January so a free mono. So we see our phone. I think the case is soon at all.
I know Senek in Shai, but just your opinion on this. Would they be surprised? And a bear one see if you say NDC take over because then will break your way into as we are speaking on a member of NDC.
No, I believe when the state protocol will take care of this.
State protocol because my former first
lady. I believe state protocol, but say we see 4 NDC 4 we see 4 close to who are still with us. So you see families but if say
papa that from you
and American say over cap family nankasa krabo baba most also play the front row no it will be more people aligned more to NDC.
Okay.
But Busianfo bet take control. She has a family.
That's right.
They will take control of in a way Asante phone Busia issues there. You can't take it from them. So it will be but the party will play a role
Very well.
And the party will play. 100% baby. Baby.
Divine, initial commentary on this.
Yo, but that's it. Let me check here for. And then.
What's your answer? Can you use my queen, mamma? And only a better. We mean 2 years, Papa. But more flexible, on that. Very well. Wait till I join the feed now also. Actually, okay. Okay. So you can share your opinion with us on Facebook. Yeah.
And that's sorry, and Antiasempa. Once senior, yen share tia, this sorry fee. The koye new mason. I thought be your plans. Your ebia share ya she say and then may say but ni na no thought be imbi senior ye penono. You understand? And Didi kind of my member busia for yako because was a moody and yes and papa upia bepese or betty. Now so asem no crab back home ni say Senyaku Poma 5,000 years crana a day a beson. And now when Ra met say even Puno no way ye biase only former President Kufo. Away yasi and na ochi etwam yapo and then Nancy say no otumfo mame yi no de keka hu ni
no lumba mo so hon
intine say apomudin no na nya de atoche masa na say apomudin no wo ho but say na yakopon ye na de no yenim da obefre mu bia time bi otimi fre obi
ohia nko ade abeko
last week say Inti na me no bi tikam news ni break ya no say eh mami se na hwenye no wawu no na me say ah ba mu no te sanso na dada so ete me ne madam fu bi say e kotena joint bi say ya e di komo a e twitwa kakra onu so man sanso say e frɛ ayi waiter say oh breme say no ne sa na ma so keke no ono da ne benkum so akonya ni mu
say
e wo hwa.
Are you serious?
Yes.
When him?
Oh, as someone me can me person me body because someone would see me the money more minim. Na o share senior we are young guys so we should tell you say obia between me akọ. Na me de bia someone me it to me for me catch am for na say. Yenim kwan be fa so e be kọ. Eni enim ye chiri so asem. But anytime be any opportunity ebe kwa yi bia no ensu ye ho because that's the only time where ebe nya opportunity na ensu yesu o show obi funu no na o dey su ho because that's how also at the end of the day no also be end obi yase ene ye de ye ho ayi that's the only time ebe su ye ho nti no asem a ya emu awere mesha busuafo thing say nyankopon mo omo na this ayi omo go through this phase very well. But unim Madam Ajiman Kunedu Rollins. Me de meka say minim no from Echire kakra. Me nye very close na maka say minim say. De minim aba kosem no. Ene de nyina ye ni fi na ehu ye no. Unim so nyama bebre wo hono mu an life na nkasa no say lessons a enyina betumi asua. Didi kan ni say on say oyo babia so wo hwe the first coup Rollins here second coup ne na ho keka original movie the first one na echi Rollins na je say akokodru exhibit as a woman because at the time kwan say wa ne ba fresh but ono kra no wan shaky nti say no tumi gina ne kun achi fiti sa time no kra no enye ma bibiri na betumi nya sa akokodru no a big pillar in our body politics. Ghana, I say, who to be in political history in some way.
A very, very, very big pillar.
Now, Madi about 31st women's movement. She, ebi amomu ni wa Accra no mumu who the value of 31st women's movement. But yeah, rural communities, I don't know how they did it. But I would say, almost should establish nurseries, ni kindergartens, ni schools close to market areas. Mami for a year juma. Iti, omu ye ni such that ton ade ojomu no, obetimi do baba 31st school mo no. And it was nationwide though.
Wow.
It was nationwide. And senya a boy and crofon na woman we a dear nimu. Na sebi sometimes. Yes. But once sometimes the turn of events in our lives, I always pray, say, my emotions ain't leading. And then we shouldn't also forget our past, our history, and ourselves in the process. Yes, and sometimes to make take a decision be a small decision be but as soon as I saw no. At the end of the day, a bit to me I'm a well lose all the things are was standing for any was struggles I walk through because it be a simple statement, simple comment to be because say me you know but your Bob could do any pedigree like recognition and all one. I don't know confusion be ba wanting and wants to bet me break away from the NDC to form another political party. That was for me the wrong mover or take here. I want a brabo mo say me sure say Senkami or no I bear the biggest regrets. Because why? NDC it's emotional
party.
Yes, but you see they wanted to play game. It was emotional game. Say emotional game some ye aware for na motse Rollins and oyere na motse. That's how we say party in there their own film and then abema oyere break away to create that attention. And once uncle see and a man along the line, so the man the influence, in our society, any Ghana, but and no codanche and no so say you take away the role I will play generally in Ghana. No, I think say she has to be celebrated. A man in Ansah could draw because would be so carrying her well.
Very.
She speaks very well. Like
no katani who see na hon
fama and dressing say no any onyen nyama basa and I know say obema bi anwa oba sa say obo na chi dom a obekọ achiri lesson that part na say ye nyina ye nsu especially ye nuanom emma no what you say so akoto obema achi a oso ne ware ana say motena ne de so hu say do or die eno enye de nkrofo bekeka de oso betumi ya de aboa no na mesre say ye nyina no ye hwe sene ye be ye kasa afa ni we hu a ye be bit considerate because ebusuafo no mania ye nyina aka Ghana for ye betumi asu complain ya but entumi su nchen ebusuafo no omo de ebe ye omo ya chen ye kofi kura ebe kwa kodidi ma to jollof bi kura na meka na medi baby omo no omo ntumi ndidi enti no me de ya say be sorry ya assembly say abetodwa like yanti asem papa yanti ne yare yanti ne hwe ya da sorry ya say ajiman kunadu atoni benkum so but me fan crazy
but if you ask me say na akaso we ni no me hu say anka no ye say ye nto yare na be kono eno no ye kwa yare da ho
eno so ye ya but ye wo no ebi enu easy ebi enu ono a eye chain bi because at the end of the day you cease to exist and omo dan omo hwe omo ye family ni ye nyina no they will never see you again nti and found kwa be fa so abeko bi ye ya mum but we ya at the end of the day no wu na me fa ne kra ensie fama ye nyina
that infectious smile anyways everybody fa ne kra ensie me patro won so ne I feel about me when do Ajima Rollins won so betim dia ba enche na yes we in Chief Justice
I'm a vet.
We say enche ye best when in
that's what saying
enche ye best when in enti okwambia so no etwa se ye nkomo no etwa fa ho kakra but yen hwe dia enra atene general
before you call my
okay
because yantia mfa kwenya
okay
na hu ache
yeah
hu ache
honorable
last year say yanka
honorable mischievous
send we through you afu say won hwe obaka say bia won blades
oh my cash
why say the event yes
say
through say na afu ni
Monsieur Gigi.
I say to me, you say, sir, Vim no, Vigo no. Odi kasanem say, say na ba from here.
Aban papa ba. Na ye kwine because of aban
because in fact nanka by now nanka wana BP.
Pa.
Wana BP. But at least
is it about so matter?
What is crap on a time so buffer because that's na me tell say no buffer on.
Aban papa ba.
But no buffer. But in the meantime buffer on.
When you enter buffer on.
I see you. Ana divine. I see. Baby. The last I meet you now, oh, come about some DCB should be. Let me say, we are track.
No, but the good news, that's a good news. Omako kwachi microphone. Make I say make a crowd honorable medase. Aya Santia Chim South. Story you follow on Galamsey. Omwe Kutuno. The good news is that is a 9 moves for Aquakwachi. But another issue ABA SME MC or one to say is alleged say a year excavator or degree kwano so echo inside of the Kotu Galamsey no if municipality I mean no kasi yasi akwa park my direct some konko mame say the same one mercy out for story no so but that is the information I can give. Honorable, thank you. So dear Mati. Send me
a agenda would set because last week we divide what you try to do entire.
Said that mobile the need phone me. Obey the need phone me. We strike na make on. Honorable, Ingram. Yanko Hanan dear Nas. Ana upeso fine.
Ana they said no ana was Otu, I am so happy. Say first, Attorney General. Yana etua sika because Attorney General biano on my etua sika. Enti it say busianfo as money issue muko court lawyer never back e be share busianfo e ka tell say case na amodi ma me say na me dey court. Ansah na maka say ko ya je to mu konisi. As far as na a lawyer baba no nti chief attorney general we abeye say what the Ghana for akwa say or lady busuanfo bi at the court nti anytime back court bia no be can story no case na chire Ghana for say in a court case neti o nti obi anti ase say we na me court we say no so no anya obi mu de because nanka on pese nanka nye di na nko court de bia na man for tactics and find the court no nti akoya bibia for long time under our fourth republic we are say democrats we no case reti obeti say age na individual no akopie court one lucky na okonya age ti say government bia no afre even accused no kapo emano said na opese
on media no
so Indra Attorney General ebeye the press briefing nyema wo kan ye otu me say o my pa one say udisika obisika to bank na cost some amount bia about say 500,000 300,000 e ko to account won say bank e free o
no alert
ya that be nya alert e free be say transaction no e free
no me sure me no alert
yes again the same bank say one institution say wo na sika be to accounts or bank mu e be to accounts mu de 10 million 17 million the same day no be to transfer from one bank to another I can individual accounts. Obi a raise.
Honorable, in fact, what even 10,000 go to bank? Which source?
Yes,
it's on it. Which source?
Some, in fact, let me depend on the individual transactions, you know. But not 70 million to me, but near to transfer to another account. Not bank be or institution, but not bank. No BNT me who be say income oneself. And yes, a government need you. See, can a individual to me say information now. We buy no individual issue and But I was not surprised when issues started raising up. Attorney General, my briefing of the issue. It's unfortunate, say, Marty say, Anan was saying this, but someone can say, I don't know, Becca. Someone can say, I don't know, Becca. Because I look at the man and I watch, because now will be taught, what watch 1.5 million. See this watch. Then you go to Pusiga.
15 billion.
You go to Pusiga, they will contest elections. You go contest election and ask the village to say.
1.5 bit my den.
Me say be new every. So be bula be all the polling station bula. So be boreholes in those communities obey. But you see, I was not surprised much because only me say because of such attitude didn't it? And no more you na elections don't go be MP. Only na the omeye. It was a Pusiga that they transferred somebody from Northern region to Pusiga without the alcohol.
Okay. Yeah. Illegal transfers.
Aya Pusiga enamoye. All because Obi pese onye kwenyambra parliament to block himself, to protect himself in parliament. Because Obi nyama omaye. But it's so serious also that nyama weni na no at the same time that time na we nyama we no. Now man for be akoda so say friend say buffer stock. Only some man be koye demonstration. Entiomuka.
A caterers.
But then somebody was buying hotel at that time. No hotel at that time. No what you say that. No luxury bags money.
The double thing tuntum. Oh, we showed it.
Yes. And this is the people, the MPP. We scrap any break up on you. And now what me Eddie si keke sie we efemu eko. You ask yourself, how about the other ones? Now, you do almost. So when you saw the MPP fighting, say, breaking the 8, can be also buying malams, imams, speaking for them. So this is what some of the imams that we have, like Shekinu Amoka say, but maybe a president, I never bought Ghana. Because when the Baumia was going for Shekinu Amoka Sado, now the money now can say, well, we're a Muslim in Abama, knowing what they have done against this country. No way. No Muka a Muslim because they know say they have a weak link. I want to make Ghana Sikabio. These are the people. I believe say by now, the people who were championing the pastors who say God told them say about me will present and bring unity, peace in this country. You know, they should start confessing. Someone hearing, someone can say someone. These are kind of leadership MPP. These are the kind of people killing, doing everything that they want to be winning 2024 elections to continue this routine. Say, say, Japan can't almost say, in fact, the saw what Anan was doing. Say, you dig and can't say like that tomorrow in New York. Truly, Japan who say, Anan, you more, dig and sika. And these are the things that I'm saying. Banks, Utie said now, okay, a friend and gift your whether seminar. Oti fear papa at Mafa Nikunu, Gala card, I could be account. I'm a bank a day to Mamma and be accounts. At the day to move. Say yes, no Nipaku because once you brought somebody, you should show say when the card near, you go through some process. Nobody cares. But honest say amount for were able to transfer big monies.
He's even an unintelligent thief. Oh, you don't man 5,000 cities a month according to you. How can she
this is what they do. They can ban, but now Muka say lose elections.
They thought they were winning.
No, in fact, they were going. That's why they were. That is why they printed 2.5 million ballot papers. So
vigilant.
That is why they even went to ballot printing. And you call about what printing now under CCTV camera. Now ballot papers to be free. Printing house. At me, because more printing ballot papers outside the country, outside the printing house will be because a idea omu na omu nimdi omu ye. A kaba. A mafia game now omu. But that is why Ubon said omu kase wechi they but they because they know. Enyama omu ye. Say ne yiri say 5,000 ne say I sema walker. So timba ne yiri 5,000. Say rank san no remember 5,000 ne wo.
Oh, say near so as I said not 14,000.
Eh be 14,000 money
5,000.
No, cause other bills out here over there. You see, but you see the pain for me, these are the people in the world that and I say in the country people are telling you to look to them. They are telling the youth area nyama wo she crap no the pressure
or your mentor.
Yeah, the mentor. When your mentors in you. When mom
prayer, you can never get to
yes,
them.
You do,
but I'm also working hard.
That's what I tell story one day on TV and radio kasa enemy talk crazy enemy eska. Enemy talk when enemy eska. Oh, these are the kind of things.
If you don't can't tell
so kronu we ya na man for ebo.
I know you then auto
crazy. They be already me talk crazy enemy eska. Me talk we enemy eska. Obi to can say ono papa ni cigarette and cigarette jano and do siade. It's almost to make us so no what you upon us baby then me to do that stage if you are not patient in life in fact they will take you to a level now but this is it but I'm praying say yeah court on this issue adjournment na me bomb say men can be pray say adjourn in fact me say 50 or 50 there no say 50 there no to 25th November obeti na Christmas na
other than honorable we no you fanka specialized court there
and say be afraid and be court no so that no me say no na tell
because see 3 months baby obekwa court every day say dem dey
every day in fact say on my no there one of the most important activities in this country elections ya timaka say your elections the 1 month dependent elections so ya timaka ajiye to me in parliament I can say nobody should go in fact because your co-elections for Ghana you got 4 years on presidential elections okay and Supreme Court you 2012 elections it got 8 months and who say a delay on my no say on my because the more you go to court in Yama no even that one here it's not the BIO it's not the BIO and it's not the BIO those issues are simple issues about court about elections are simple yeah in Timbra 40 days within 40 years. So can't we go to same to a guy say about a minor sick or beat me first car? Yeah, court as a attorney general we are sure of case. Yeah, got transit the be court case in seminar. Because Uche attorney general can say Anya Krapo no direct in our region no eti me at the position at the Jumaniska and no Krapo no the court with the case you know.
Accra100.5FM.
And no crap no in any case, you know. So I believe say as of my in instance cases shouldn't go beyond 1 month, 2 months.
At most 3 months.
Because as a man can I feel no better say don't be surprised say Friday your quiet charges in we are. And now no better say why are.
And dream.
But I say that's all more about them and I say yare. They say fix now more you NBPD no amode aba yare say yare
and I about them
that be about them that is all yare say omo ba ko malaria e na ko no nti yare no na omo di yare then we all entertain all these things but if you common Ghana na what to abama na nya sasika we so on your case o ko police ko so yare obeti police ba ka kire police ka to obeti o asem I won't share with paper no friends and report now they ba say me yare no ko so I think that we should so how long now I can say everybody should be common and equal and in the law no. We should push to things that say obi acquire bonnet say back bonnet say now fe bonnet entertaining no. Now fe entertaining no. In fact when he on his Facebook what you respond no. Because Obeka say one year. Because Obeka say mini hotel I was nothing region. tamale because they be man be account be o was say I will have my day in court but attorney na nyaka kire say sika na omo no he will hire the best lawyer no so the more he will dey no be na sika so they will make this money sika ba every
only paku no be ya dia man or part of the syndicate. It's a bank of
Ghana saying that we should go beyond.
Or part of the syndicate.
In fact, you
it's
should
a
go,
cartel.
Yes,
No
yes, you should go beyond now. Nyama, yeah, how would you even transfer the money? At the time on one about 17 million, it's got to account some more. Bank is skeleton one now will transfer. You have to suspect something. Say BBC. Eh? Gift there say buyer no transfer scanner call. Nobody said it. Nobody saw the traces of the movement. Say sika send sika we kono there. Ayentiase. Oh, you saw one personal account now sika top na we sika top na we sika krapa. The bank normally has questions. Say ebane say na who sika the bar. Who masika ni che wa account. No way.
Apart from salary.
Yes. Omo bisa and divine. Bank calls you to ask you say sika to mpia no way sika to mpia no way there na
grow account
you know yeah but people sika say about want to say bank governance source and our accounts no more na it can transfer to private way na transfer those traces if you go to Bank of Ghana you see it but because omo banks you know omo ka system no ma yeah business you know na ko is sika we about bank you crap on you crap on you believe on crap on the ko yi ne that took them na the Ghana scanner protect ya the ko bi fie so another issue with there I believe once we have started this if Attorney General want more of the briefing no he should not be deterred with the MPP some criminal minded lawyers say he's doing his tries in the public in the media where media or briefing young Ghana for say make a court on this issue. Say na make on because he has not made the charges yet. Say we are filing charges.
In fact, briefing also there are times a year, and I may buy na a honorable divine can be because sometimes you know one man Ghana for no so who adwuma ekoso. Te senia anke de na court na hana beka say omoboa e de na omoboa. We need to
W in America say Attorney General no he is representing Ghanaians. Say me court against Anan.
Yeah.
But court now, he's briefing us before going to court.
Yeah. Cases in the
case in the when you went in a man in the court. But me could do court, don't say, or ye won't be there. You call also Casabium.
Dabi. Where Jama court.
I'll jam a court.
On come to me assembly.
Eh? What can a friend say,
a Dubois,
a do court, you know. You say, when I make a court, you know, maybe you know, but think.
Yeah.
Or call a friend gift us, and find in National Casana gift if you say, Debbie be you. Was the first time you can National Service issue, first time, you know, and then I be a rebata. But my name is Ghana on this issue, you man. So it's good for the country, say, yeah, briefing on the issue. But the Ghana for we should be able to get the end of it. I hope, say, by the next year, we should start maybe by that time someone road in a week. I was a big commission road in June.
Accra100.5FM.
Someone
Sana contract taken.
And I be next year June then send am buying a year no. The baby call towards to Akuse so Akuse prison. No me say this road is that night. Now yeah traffic towards going to. But I believe say because these things that we heard say ban say ya tibi am prosecute bia e be bu Ghana for about because see after all this
I am happy say as a deputy director of relations of NDC who can we
you see all of us know say one of the things that Emma some kind of assurance Ghana fighting corruption said na ye can say about for we for a support to overall because they knew what a man was doing. They knew what a friend said and service for a year. Omoni Boni and Ronaldo Omoni said that say cathedral sika ekoho. Omunim said na man for etimi free ha ekoye birthday party. UK top pizza UK eba Ghana. They go lunch, they go for lunch.
Oko UK.
They go UK
eba
lunch aba.
No aba Ghana.
Yes aba. They do it. They got to that point of level. A man for got to meet that aircraft to chartered SBD by birthday. Since MPP free, so what is the SRD maybe?
So yes, can be we.
Tabio, a comfort in your
Aye.
Since MPP left power, what is Obi? Yes, I can offer activities. Say, one say a brand a young guy pressure be abused. That pressure no more the man for and no they say about that. And that is why that support for Aura no and that's why for Aura, no matter what it is, we have to succeed it. No matter what, enya bako dia enya bako say bako akodem dey be.
Of a case, say Honorable Madi Gabriel. Please stop saying somebody will go to some prison. I could say prison. Your best friend.
Of a case, they say. Oh, say now of a case, draw OTA press release way. No of a case, our MPP bar. If I not on the credit, to credit Edison, the message Edison. No, we say another part of what 1.5 million. No, only Tiwa when you say, ya dear of a Kenya.
Yes, council, I train the barbering shop.
Barbering shop, you know what's it you want me the piano, Papa, way now work at 1.5 million watch. Eh?
Watching your more expensive thing of a shop.
I thought if you're going to so better, of a K, come to Nanka man, even 10% of what this car. Nanka, but there's a kind of wicked, apart from where the mighty wicked, no, we depend people for scrap of wicked.
First,
we are in a good time. We will support our AG. In fact, yesterday I'm so happy when you brought in the issue of rebagging. Okay, I said, okay,
yeah, and we are against it.
But okay, I say it's office of a couple guy, you know. Okay, I say to me. Or by self, or what's the baby? Or say, oh, there be no problem. Yeah, can't someone that you say, yeah, can't someone no. Muankasa, Muni, a friend, a two Hessel, in that case. You do this one on him.
Yeah,
as I say, will just be. What want you the second badge or third badge, you know, and you go to more. Into a buy or buy or say debut. Mukasa do a more canon. Udo court, I can say, US canon, by the chair, because I made to one. But say yen say Becky deals on these issues because what brought us to power, knowing that we have a leader who has fought corruption in power also, the no Ghanaians know that he can fight corruption again, so we'll fight it. We'll get it. And now the
Adeba Kwame Peo Mohono said we are very listening, very listening. We are arrogant, and if there's any crop of leadership, whether NDC leaders or government machinery, it to chebam. Papa. Menka when like but you guys are doing well.
In fact, we even have to do better than what we are doing.
10 months in government, no scandal.
No, we have to do better than what we are doing. Until I make I say, in your ATC, and I should be a guide and advice to everybody. Say, power will not be forever, but we'll go beyond this time.
I understand.
But there are people. Let's don't allow anybody to attempt us with things that can take us out of the game.
Very well. It's good to end on that note. Your best thing about Honorable Madi Gabriel, Deputy Director of Elections, NDC. My main call, Minia Define in Kroma. Na.
And I'll take
That's all. There be in case someone made many budget. But Roma, please forgive me. You can use honorable one. Yes, this is better. Bro, what do you very well. I feel you. Honorable. Okay, it's fine. It's fine now.
The kind wrong. Good. About this oral in somewhere. Yeah, okay. Emide say ye diaba to the 4 year discuss ya ye ka ho nsem. Unim say ukohwe abakosem as a country. Since 19 kojoho ebesi enne aban bia ye tu na fi ade so bia no is because of corruption. Whether say a real and I say perceived.
Okay.
And it tells you say Ghanaians by nature and in general no they abhor nsɛm a anaasɛ they hate nsɛm a ɛfa corruption ho kɛta hyehyɛ ne porɔyɛ nyɛ nsɛm a ɔmo fa no ahongo no so and so wunya opportunity na sɛ oba ba bedi ɔman ne so a adeɛ baako a ɛsɛ ɔhun sɛ wɔn manage corruption related issues ni yie na ɛgye wɔn nsɛm a ghanafoɔ fa nkyɛw ghanafoɔ bɛtu ntɛsɛ kɔkɔɔ ɛde akyerɛw na mi nua adi kan sɛm bi and I want to remind him and his party say saa overwhelming mandate ni voter ghanafoɔ trusty yam de ma ɔmo no they should remember say one of the main issues a ghanafoɔ gyina so to aba ma ɔmo no ɛyɛ oral say ghanafoɔ nim sɛ korɔno bi akɔ so kɛtɛ ahyehyɛ ne porɔyɛ dwiri mu bi kɔɔ so wɔ aban dadaa ne mu and they expect say once a mo se mo promise say you recover all the loot no aban foforɔ abade a on recover loot no.
Having been appointed
the
justice of the High Court, and the name of the Almighty God swear.
So you ask yourself, say, Ghana for GD Omunya or sa oral nimu enti ene yatoaba. And so if President John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, if they fail to execute this oral agenda, see, our democracy will crash. If they fail to execute this oral agenda, now want to be prosecuting Crawford and for Sakron in America. I'm telling you, say democracy in the crash because why? Ghana for and say to aba say a banko na bra wabra yen to me holding anybody to account and as anybody accountable say why A B C D and what's the point in changing government if you are going to get the same results? So we expect say be from basi other than sa just get to aba SSA A B C D.
Okay. Me pacho ma yen cross over quickly. Na yen fa a president
His Lordship Justice Sylvester Ni Okai Ablo. His Lordship Justice Franklin Titus Glover. Her Ladyship Justice Christiana Eya Donko Khan. His Lordship Justice Isaac Ado. His Lordship Justice Peter Opong Boyhene. His Lordship Justice Jonathan Desmond Nunu. Her Ladyship Justice Dora Gloria Araba Ishan. Her Ladyship Justice Bertha.
So these are High Court judges. Back home, Divine Nkrumah Ewa. Brapini, Bacho, into us.
And you know, yeah, some paying so orgy a new court, High Court judges and so. Na make oral, the say, my penny. Send no ye no ebe se about na baso say obetumi make sure say oral no ebe implement because esa Ghana for ejide omo democracy mu say to aba sesa eyi aban ma aban ba na se fa so bi ani so ya eche se MPP ni NDC for no omo akona kra na se omo be boy ma oman ni kro no ma menyi ni se sa na asem no eti omo nye the same na uhwe approach a AG Attorney General no we take care or engage public all my Ghana for aware of eniyama what discover what uncover all jina so edi ensam no be kokota no de obrobro so o chirechire mu no me hu say any kwan so ano no because yen nyina enim say bibi na ayera na ye hwehwe se sabi ehu de awura kora na the fact is that bibi ayira ne de as I say yetumi hu babia sa sika no akwakopi na de enti so a ehu abehia so say ye be yes prosecution na nkofo mabokro no sika form sa se be hwehwe ne say okay auditor general reporter unim say 2018 nkwa sika ye hwere ye through corruption financial irregularities ni misappropriations, you know.
Yeah.
17.5 billion
in just 2018.
2018. So about 2021, 8.8 billion. Over 2024, only 18.5 billion. 18.5 billion. Any sika you know. Through ketasheni prayer akwa lande in the pockets of individuals. Na dia yani say unim say energy sector kwano consuming more than 86%, 15.3 billion ECG for sika komu omu ye in terms of omu under declare revenue ni de keka ho nyina no.
Your power so nyina so. Na
power so nyina so. Internet say o hwa sika no de wo mamu ha say hwe IMF sika omu de ma yen at the landing on December 4th, 2024, less than $360 million. ene your man penyi betu eyi no makopa chewa na abrofu asan so ede eyi sanctions so asan so aka ho second tranche here be almost service level agreement ya go through they be buy $375 million. So you ask yourself, say, sika we aye kosre wa me for de bia mo kire ye de yenda my employ yen recruit no because of sika we then Ansah omampanyi etu kwan ko China any Japan for mu we koye some engagement bi so makoji $100 million bi e de ba be boy health sector de ga. Look at this money. Omampanyi ba ko bunku to dwe no akosre say 100 million meanwhile sika no e bi wa hanu mu Ghana for AD. So it means that see a socket as ase any prono ase a sika no ebenya bi de develop oman no e mo oman no akonanim. Na unim say Attorney General ayen representations ni na ne se ne oyi me who trend bi a MPP for no a ashada epese omo fambra, and you might think say they are making sense by saying say let's stick to law, let's stick to constitution. See, I can say they are no one a year, Juma. And conform from ready because I saw them in the past. Emma Crawford, I could not say I was in common. Yes, son. Now I say, into what someone can say, the person is innocent until proven guilty. Sabro for no me tia na me bua fu e me time. Sabro for say, yes, he will be until proven guilty. Near to me, can say, nipa no, into I'm saying in the Omaka. Attorney General no so can say alleged allegation sure me say allege ni until proving guilty some nyina me time uni de ntia tio na no to which studio ya host show is here any production team ye show ya in time wa host to show if it is from 2 to 6 ye be we show no after 6:30 na the next person be host be na microphone ni ho o console ni ona TV events on screen see ni ono mo a na ye see ehu ye ba na pala so no o microphone no nyama yi ni ono ye ba na bebi sawa o si anche ya ehu o nsam mi wa ofia na de ne rae na ye see until see e be di court case na wi ni me enka ho asem nti ade na ya yira ne ko bi sansa manfo.
And I say CCTV camera cry ehunu say wafa evidence
o see this year court case
and you say court
we answer who on. And you know there's something we call ultimate responsibility ye di jawa ye di aswa. So what one as CEO ye be audit no ye say 2 million ayira what ya tum say ayira ba o see anye o iti e wehin mu se go bi sansa manfo there be once I wo honum na ade ne yira ye ne de so bo ne de bebo because una to honum na de no ayira. And you know say sadi we no mo ye in the past time meka me do ko abakosemu 2018 so be kaya there was a scandal, Australian visa scandal.
Yeah, visa fraud.
You did more than 60 journalists. Yeah. And they call event saying Australia.
Pius Sajide.
Amunye event saying journalist too. Yeah. And I do almost a copy or move for crowd. I be some question to me answer. Yeah. Near also a deport you on the bio. And you set up a committee. Yes, you can't event say accuse him or no allege and on the side and by any set up committee exonerating no wouldn't say committee no exonerating you no meanwhile you say 60 people you deport you call your body
evidence
wo near you see me can't Pius Sajide asem because a committee no exonerating meanwhile no 60 people no almost in copy Australia
almost
also buy now say me and body pedding Ansah 2024 nyame nchade okwa share hemfo ekwa born into ano so a member of parliament edi wa sojaman no e no ka chom say sa de na oye edin crofo ko Australia no mutuma no a world cup ba odom be ko from saying odom be ko US any Canada when we trek am sanso boy so it means say san crofo we mu no omo ye sa de no ye ko court no mu delay omu place delay tactics no and won't give your worry. As at April, time you started say case you can once ya and no started say or sin ajimukano or show mental problems, psychological issues, and no started so call police hospital. Every time you are not call police hospital. No call the executive ward.
So munieba.
O dear me cancer much now. Oh who the eba no. na say your friend no court no or say na adwemu ka ne ti no ne tiri mu yare no
mo so mo benya traces
okọ hospital won so a obenya record e che sampa oyare
what plan
na unim so oka ne yare mu nyina from April so oyare nyina your friend invitation bia no or me excuse na lawyer ko nyina no August oko contest GFA elections ekoye second vice chair president of GFA sada na oko contest no na adwumu anka no more than wanya psychological issue ana ko win election no oba ya post na adwumu san so ka ne bio o hwa sankrofo we mu enye game no mo boy intimi sa asem we samiti a na ma me kuma intimi omo me ka se attorney general mo me kika nsem no na until proving guilty no intisi kana ya yira ne go bi sawan 60,000 na dia ya ne se hwe se obi akwa national service September October November ne allowance mai na watua saman for 30,000 o se mi enka sika ne so ya hu se watua 60,000 people din ewo mu including yourself wo du nya kwa volunteer list so say we voluntary service o see hu but this a court ka asa ne ebeka asamba no ye sika yira o see sika no ye nka wan asem this a court ka ye sika ne ayira auditor general confirm you are a thief akrofo ye mean see west me I'm not even waiting for the court because you don't know whether we are operations director whether you are the director for yi na say yes sika na yira wa admit ba say enye wo na sika na okay we de boni pediri Yankwache no. Unso somebody must see a court case. Such tricks no money here no. Share what if we continue on this tangent? Or mind your person collapse no because remember no must be the apple a before system ni mu. Yeah. It is a almost a board game. Na mu use democracy the law no na e ageni ni e defer ni e case no basa. One day you wake up people will come to your doorsteps ni mu fie abebe ransaka be mu niama because they feel say hope o mu hwehwe mu say mu Munin for bed dealing, you are not dealing it with them the way you pay. Sure, another case. Media me ya woman say sometimes no. Last time, my name Madam for Congo Nibi. Any share any din komo. I no catch him say so a politician or say I dear so ya amount for no bet me aye and so enjoy life. Like obet me aye no what did you why you okay? Na me bisa mo say it is asika bebrebe yi ni am omo sisa bebrebe omo de kwahi na dia mi ya ne say omuma o ebe sorry no ma ba be omo de me ma a compare o ma ka say papa o amobra o papa o useless man because onu no start here politics about radio so they be abeti in kan o politics na hwe na the shoe to achia na e compare because the papa e kron for chain imagine you na yeka bafa stock and say one time before young boys here omo social media robots no man no kati ya and then me say omo take different approach go be brebu afu because who dim say omo ko omo honum ko bi say they pretend say ska no mu wi abi they pretend say omo ni ska bia e ho but they were defending them obe kai bafa stock o kai say omo the expired rice omo rebagi here and buy here senior high school people had not seen. Now we mudi. I'm rebagi wo some tokro bi baby. Baby presec. Say hona bafa stock yi e wo honum. And honum e kwachi ye. Na mu say me yenka. Hwe. My president John Dramani ma by Google. Number of times sir caterers for ne sir omu food suppliers no. Akọ picket of Ministry of Finance enti omu kai. Nkofo supply inuane e di abremu. E di ababa stock honum o. Muntio mukaye ba wo a won supply any ye hwe no wo disika komo ayere no girlfriends what transfer sika no iti ko for supply no muntio muka ta de hunu nyansa ne tio muka tio muka omo de muntio muka wo tia wo ho ka na sika ne nam na wo ye transfer na ebi nam ha na ebi nam ha enti me sa oral in some way hanan na ayi national service force mo bia me allege asem bia wa ha se me enka allege we wi a kone ko kire so wi a and me see and I'll call you a thief. Go to court and say that you are not a thief. Near improving say you are not a thief. Until then, you see can away. Under you, under you, no do. What's the microphone here? Sorry, a microphone here. Oh, see, me, mammy, bisa because me who's where we are. Me, I'm a frog cron. No, so you say. The CCTV camera channel. So all the attorney general can't show evidence. Still, senior. It's all these things. Nobody is above the law. And I'm not going to say Sarkozy, you didn't go 25 years. Onukra former president of France. Onukra ko. Enti numa obia mbeso so obia so me to say binom de yen ka o masem yen bo omo chem so omo ye no I'm telling you omo mo bia bi omo support obi a omo anche omo ni omo ho a na omo bo game no na dem ya ne say o check the trajectory the trend no a sika dodo no omo wi ano omo primary time no omo primary time no na sa sika no bebre and so di Bawumia chi so Bawumia key events and sponsors gift ye Bawumia girl Hanan say Bawumia girl Bawumia boy and omo nyina ball left and right na unu dey tia this anama we utumi so ka ho unu dey tia anama we na ka ho unu say nanado time my people became so comfortable it in
his administration.
Yes. Okay. And they were messing up. Imagine so be at Trabava stock 8 years. 8 years old. First term, second term. Oh, you. No, to own you. It's the same with the ministry. 1 year reshuffle. Bia, once a sashi. Can of react to her. The 3 million day. Minia and oh, buyegum. Transport minister. Oko close to event is saying. Motorway, toll booth. Oko close to toll booth because Dinia, Ebusiafo, and for phobia she a road minister. Amwakwata. All of these things have happened in this country. Na honum. Nana no too. Yes, yenka. Yes, yo. Now, almost person find way. No more kase attorney general no kasado. Now come on, gasa. Mipono, chef. Sa discoveries ya abeya exposes ya oyema yi me follow court case no but the besi we chire bia mpo no say insist na ehwe no kra na the information alone no ema ye hu the
ema ye tias
no ema ye tias the sounds who the caliber of people we were dealing with and na unim say lady bi me ba krom no and me stop here na me fa no and me business also ne ba e was second year in one of the institutions no and no catch me need to come on. I'm there 2 radio station, but me radio station could not politics. I some catch me say abai sisa mapanka onim say sana and then mum beti me agusa because first time the buy school or the 70 cedis na eko but see and the man eko or the 38 cedis.
That's right.
And I open them my dream bar so say hey ampa o onim say abai sisa ma nke be see there into time I omo kasi embreki omo nana embreki omo papa no ne omo maame no mo.
Yeah.
This was Nyama non person mo fante taye ni o. Omo ka say break the eight break onye break o cheno. This anyway any Nyama no mo say yem break no mo fan hide. Sakro no we.
Send ya ni maso.
Send ya ni maso. Send ya be ya yent wansem.
Yeah.
Iti omo ni electoral commission twe anyway mu twe na omo ye kululu ye movement ni nyina. The game was that adena ye wi an say etumi koso a na yankoso perpetuity sa krono same way iti no na no tu me de asem way a aba no ora no eye te say yem blood say me ka kire madimu so mu nimu a yen Ghana fo no ora no ya fa no te say emoja o ye blind blood
ehia isi economy
yen time bibia because see Mahama, road, railway, and you know they are waiting to delay the cases and make it look where was there? Yeah, no, 4 years. Musi abokro no nekosi say.
And a manchi
antum. No, and a man say no man say I can pay. And how no crowd lose 50%.
Ah, na so ka so ma wi ano wanche no to boa.
Aha. And I nyina sisi anim say ade no de wi ano de akoso. Ah, na me madam Voledi bi ekoye events attachments. One of these MPP guys gift ya on one relative okoye attachment to more or say for 30 days I okoye no not a single day na nipa no repeat ka ba ko.
Ah, say waka kire me da.
Maka kire da.
Yeah, waka kire me da.
Yes, oso no crash shocking no.
O say I don't know so je adwuma na.
Yes, omo wo compound that cast the go no mo kwa no appoint mu no akotu.
No for 30 days okoye adwuma no.
Not a single day will repeat ka.
Yeah.
Now then how ye. Then and I just hope say Namadi can say be say a lesson.
Not what this.
One say one saw Donko about the session. Osha approach now President John Dramani Mahama taking one. It means that all tolerate ticket as she project. It is a year appointee. Ewo na by mua. Share atmosphere ni mu. Share from ana airborne say. Member ya want to say unko na family problem no do so chan obi anti no. Obenya on time now they are solving problem ni nyina. On by ejapade any appointment here the show nsa et se dokuno.
Yenidimu.
Dokuno no oba ho no. Odi ane say uyi unsafi eyi ke ice kenke ni mu a odi ane won sa ho no.
Watafre.
No watafre because okay career. Obi anya bi ndi
amekan ya yenidimu.
Iti no omo fashion mu trim say ni ye prapra ngrofo achi na ye kom asem ya no. Mo bi kotena o baabi anaso onya appointment bi na on siesie na chi on siesie na chi enye ni nyama yie na ochena bi no osaso de anunguase e de abre aban no ankasa na ebe fight ye na de na is a constant adwuma no mo ye it appointees no omo fantu omo fu say wherever they find themselves because enko kasa keke say ye ka na SEO osimesi na ye ka kasa na keke obi make sure say or hear the right things. Mom be too greedy. MPP for no problem no on my face here. They were so greedy they didn't want to involve others. See, adubu anyade oye she krono onko boy you because they wanted the thing to just stay within or no. Until they were just three. They recruited a third party or no and another person. Omo pe. Itiade na onko na obedidi. Other people no so move di machi. Nti mon kai omo. Nkasamba ye sanka nyonkwa na afi
o na te se wo kan ukure ya wo pese Ghana fo huni na wanyi obi no akoto data 2 cedis still wo kan yansasam no onu ntie edan ya papa ya si wona mu bida sika wa pagu hoi wonya bida na onu no bomu se wo a wo kan ukure no se bi wo kan yansasam la wo pese woni pa kono ti asese kro no we na wo nipa na wo di na chi na ball no onte ne ho ase.
Me are welcome. Miss Aural in some way. Me see exposes this caniniama transfers. Any you know me. I don't know me nimbe any page we are seeing body we are seeing echo. And I also don't understand. Say it don't can they keep a low profile.
What do I say? Drive. Me no stage. Me no be been dra. Na me catch say I dey bet 11 o'clock. E be shock.
Okay.
So I dey bet 11 o'clock. Be shock.
Na shocking here. Me madam will be also on my yaka. On me pon kasa at chebe 20 years in o dey ma di me baby any message akire no wa kind. So kind we are. Me reply the message impo o dey me ba.
But once you look for that message, I own my dear mystery. For you Accra100 no kromo first kan ko bango. So 10 million sa me hunu say say na man kro be ko be chicken change o. Won ko ni fie ko he service.
The time when nipa sending message. Me nin kasa da o.
What's the name? But your man use mic in the moment. Me enough man na me. Hey. Na mama so me hwe bie.
The last part.
Last 3 messages. Me da me kan out.
Oh, alright. Me say me dey send me.
Listening to the AG makes me feel the urge to ban MPP into oblivion if I have the power. And I will say and also, in fact, MPP is a tourist organization.
Only mean Kasau, just say, or the pride in the ego, proud to change, just to communicate this thing to me, say, hey, if this is the things are happening in this country, this is for me, for someone catch me no. So, no, two press conferences, you know, person better because it makes them unpopular. But the government must continue to expose them. Case in the details. My facts because when stating fact, when stating emotions and also only feeling.
Or the conference the ban were 2 among or the ban were 2 among.
Yes.
Okay. So the Divine and Chroma Progressive People's Party lead member Anna Etienne Kanma Ansah ko Mahdi Mohammed Gabriel, a deputy director of elections NDC. Is the only animal there now about MPP free. I said, Nana said, Omunina, together now, engage a healthy campaign. And near that from no. And I Chief Justice, so near you see, your lunch, you seed fund, and you see, a large seed will go make a crana engine to 1 year from Comama to Kununa, as I'm to chat. Because Yaka, it's who say, I say, entitlement na wonya no antina
entitlement strategy MPP for a
strategy
to frustrate the system. Omo no amoya omo judge abebo omo
okay
in the high court.
Okay.
Omo pe enti yen frustrate me nya odi we ban fact don't be surprised that the MPP will have people to petition CJs continuously.
So the frustrating process. No?
They will do everything to be always petition a CJ just to frustrate the system so that they can have their way. Say basa no or trouble to say that chief justice court to be so justice in there no or just judge way or issue they will petition. They will do these things to frustrate the system. A strategy that nanka a friend said deputy attorney general ankasa about OSP nanka among about over that nanka mo there for almost 2 months I travel from Accra every idea Monfamba I feel na mo start say mo ye kokwa say baby so they know what they are doing but you see whatever they do whatever tricks they do this time around those lawyers now mo the connection judge said the connection any case you know you trust that stage you know you trust that stage you know these are attorney generals are almost confident almost for military men and anti because they know say Ghana for now almost so they will do what Ghanaians want for them and it's our tricks where more yeah to go the end the tricks can now yeah but I would not be surprised Nyamia done by this week there we'll see the vetting of the chief justice
Nti mo peka krakra ma no.
They sat on Sule's issue. Sule, wewu.
Amadu,
wewu. Omo wan bibi. Did they recommend anything for him? But the ben oye. Say na mo marshal to say.
Now what the open? Okay.
Now no one just on judge or court ya chi obi ya ji bibi afiri nsemo. Enti so one all judge why judge no we obabo kro no na ba court na ya pam na chi nipa ko no a o man bibi free once o man bolos bi so wo ko no ye bia o yere oni bibi enti we da bibi ko so yere why da nya ade a wo ye no ntumi se ma me no maybe we need to go beyond now we MPP e bia card bearer para wo ye adwuma enti o mu use ni aye bibia because age on the side thinking say na me mpegu no we need elections
and if running mate
that is what they are trying
to say. It's obvious when if our friend lawyers Godfrey Dami we are equal to every for lawyers in Ghana it will show the characters with the friends
it as for MPP I think that it is for us to do whatever to finish the MPP. No. In fact, they look more as dangerous, very dangerous to this country than we are. After you mark in a court, under the same we are took on. Every one day, a filing issue to stop a friend say trumu issues. Yes, I know.
And one day or issue hours.
And I make within a day. Within a day.
So called 12
the
by
same
Yes.
Yeah. The same avenue mark in the parliament or the parliament say, yeah, approve I don't stop here.
Can you imagine?
So you can see how wicked and how they are. On na call avenue mark here na call court. Okuma Tokono we MPP ni boye. Because
Tokono se meboa.
And Tokono here within short time now. They say the same person no abajira court to say me say nso na enim no me ka say ba court ma adiwe nkoso do and that the mama MP mum approve.
Can you imagine?
This is the kind of people we are talking
Hypocrisy.
about. This is the kind of people we are talking about. So after MPP start omo say omo kweshia so mo unity a omo Afrekufo na kire say mo nya wie
I know so.
Omo Afrekufo because now do because Kufo ka kire Ghana for say ye pese Ghana nya nkabu a enye na now the bet me president after all no and na BP 4 years ataka she dem Akufo ba Akufo do so share Akufo say me so be kire wade but nyama mo ka unity na mo ka wan asem no will not erase nyama no a MPP form pin for na kasa kan de uza enche bia na ba omiyan kro fe ka say obodi fitaza ba say emfanya Ghana ejuma emfanya ko fe ejuma and a Brian koto hotel Brian Bayi na noa. Was it debut Manton by Medicoma MPP parliamentary candidates
6 months ahead.
Like what's all the call ye? DC is new parliamentary candidates of MPP. Almost small glad in the Kobuken for Sayton. According to Brian Champo.
Okay, for Sunday on the account.
Tabio, that almost from Uganda, almost small glad you're going. Only smoking for Ghana, and I smoke Ghana. And I was upper West, and I said,
it's why a mass messy.
But there be more tell you. I don't know what to be. Only but to be only smuggling. Only oh, but so now we like a child say, oh, yeah, we would ye dig friends say, a buffalo, a cusi buffalo. Also, don't see about me than I call you. Madam Crawford, you know, on me a prego. No, I saw it on about me, so you know, crap on Cusi. No, but me like I said, they say me. I don't know the man, Malam for now. Imam was advising, no, they are yet not getting the gist of the issue. And I mean, before so Samira and them about me pressure, say, pressure me first lady by force.
Pressure when free back.
Pressure, no, that's not about your contest election.
I mean, curriculum me bags.
Because what you say, or you be or per se, or she has some entitlement to be first lady. Into Bobie, can be asked to the can be asked. Because like Osha Baumia in some work he can say what to me say I don't know what say or nan kasa na kan menim wona kasa do because some work say there what to me say is over the bar na work was over the bar in some na work calculations are all ye what they understand what he's saying but unfortunate can for friends can the post on my say the entire MPP delegate anyone paying for no Jimmy. Almost somewhere in Jimmy. And unfortunately, no Jimmy no. And they prove somewhere Jimmy. Only time before I dare to be somewhere Jimmy. Because on no catch am somewhere in Jimmy, I'm not correct no. But me the forms I continue with him. I'm more vetting, no man approve and say, oh, answer passing any Jimmy. So the MPP, one delegate are stupid, are useless. If me a prego, if you say a small glamour, you are a friend said, yeah, a friend said, for air cotton. Enti sa cosmetic njuma mo ye ya we betia wonchie ye in fact for the first time on betia se kura no o se ye no mo ntina so se beto aba
ayi fa sa video no to mo kasa na de chire
mo ntina no se na eto aba
na ku fa no frɛ ayi flag bearers no
but anta we unity we
flag bearers hopeful
the former president we Kufuor no go be frɛ no
in fact
Kufuor na ko ni ho
ankoma ko Kufuor
na ko Kufuor because ono na wire leader wetimi ade Akufo Addo aba no akira mo say minya situation we ni say
o de mo ye ona na hokra
an arrogance ni won ko Akufo
Akufo Addo ko
ni arrogance ni nti and agenda no awo ye no say nya Akufo asem nya Akufo asem e ye ono ni pride no awo ye no and ade awo mpa ni ko apo no say at least enya kra apo no de enya ba o mi na enwe Ghana scan continue.
I want to say so support about me.
Who they be home? What that scammers way? MPP scammers na who the omo ejuma?
Is on here link no with Brian.
Oh, me say scamming. Scamming. MPP omo na scammers o. Omo bi scamming na omo ye o. Omo bi omo ye scamming na omo ye. Scamming na omo ye. But say about not the best support to Brian scam. Scam na omo ye. But what they are doing, is to get Bobie to lead them. Because social analysis now, our concept analysis, all is based on Bobie. But on my unit Navy, I don't have problem. Because MPP Eka said they lost 2024 election because now tapes now more boy and they call some yes. They say tapes no about those same first one there. Tapes in there just so pass, you see. Bullshit. I know they be use so more internal election. We know to come into the elections now. Yeah, but these are the people
amongst the five. Find out who's all credibility to lead MPP. Credibility kakra.
No, ne say the MPP as a party. No, obi any credibility we more. MPP as a party
from top to down.
Scamming, scammers. So you choose the best scammers to lead the party. Now who choose soon there you choose if your boss says why na you more the best scammer. Then I can answer you to lead. Into beside me not my answer but credibility they don't add it to them.
On picture ni Osha Nana Kufuado. Osha honorable. Oh, me also smile come. So mutrimu there.
Oh, there be somebody way there. Amanya way there.
It is up a pay or NPP a hackman a year or the same. And then hackman on.
Na second can the poor can so many Jimmy. Ah! Into why no one answer according to no.
Can I do so many Jimmy?
Almost so many Jimmy. Only the entire don't party no. I mean Jimmy. And they are also proud of
it. And
I mean so far they have not in fact even going to approve him at a vetting. They have confirmed some Jimmy.
Because be I am open.
I was Jimmy. I mean Jimmy vetting committee will in penny for no be any so be Jimmy. And friends say could you buy for so say omo amudi wa we tin na me preko.
That's not it to say.
That be you see
MPP be go.
That be MPP I have said say we continue to improve on blocking a rigging system of MPP. They are not a party to resist.
Chrono no de bet.
And some mama will link about it anan. So the constituency need me a transfer. Obi anko wo na transfer akọ. Na yi si support to say enye bone. Na yi si support. This is support. In fact, that was what forced us to get a new exhibition twice in Ghana. The exhibition first one. And then second one because you sent me to Musa Sana, all because of this. A background noir, they have mastered it. Sikanomi, Jamo Bamunim say, yeah, ba, make them be Sika. So they will spend everything to be able to rig the elections. But thank God, baby a year cost say no dear. Baby a year co those issues are we fast elections are. We'll make sure we improve on that one. The MPP cannot last. You see, that's why I keep saying say I am just praying me paibo and amiibo. Me paibo and amiibo. They make us say I don't want to see any by elections say obi free muna ye ko by elections. But I pray say obi a MP a wire minister na ebi ora no abafa ne line wherever that seat is in Ghana because of rigging on moyenti wherever we will get that seat back to our full. Oh, so on campaign they will do whatever they will spend the money for now you can understand say obi at 4.6 million akoto A4 sheet 10 pages so contest that
46 billion so open the flag bearer wouldn't say 2020 to be lose
let me no crapo sa for na ni na ekono last year na nke 4 million same 4 million Ghana cedis year for Kolebu
arena unit
yes 4 million they two more na nkofo winning na was asika no they never care
when Ghana needed it
they Ghana needed it almost say they be say we Ghana sika there when the be party no 4 million 4.6 million party wey na last 8 years
Japan dey be NPO
Japan
you said then
me so tia
dan kan na o me free mo
Kwabena Japan where is what tia
obi je say bia o mu ni
onis can free
now we are so and number 2 before now anan issue but unim say anan o to be talk what 1.5 massa forget that they know see the MPP leaders are executive no omunim sika na won for na wia so asking for this one they don't care
you are bringing a different angle
sika na mo sika we there
it's kind of we are
that be any conduit conduit na mo ya that be me say beji mo fa hambra
adia go che
mo fa party office bra and say obi e be check back mo fa party office and so far no almost 18 million no
honorable first na
18 million na party na we dey mo tin ho a omo akwaji say omo de ye omo 21 million omo agia but these are the party 8 years ago 9 years ago no more nima omo akantabanto carry for no omo say bon fa kra brand yen for campaign that's what they did
one city
this is MPP and then within 8 years obi tibi 4 million ukasa say one now that they don't have friends
but maybe you could need a follow and tanka would be like Yeah, Bruni. Doesn't it account for say Obe investigating Obi based on this match? So what to me 4.6 million top paper. Where you my
A4 sheets.
And our Obi and like it has passed.
In fact, I remember when we raised our filing fee to 100,000 in 2023. The MPP spoke against it, fought against it, Argentina, because that time, they were pushing people to sell contest. That time, we were contest elections, So said because of that money, say you're crazy about until one team and contest, we have deprived him, and he had the support of the MPP to support him. These are the same people. Double standard. They can do all the unity, but say unity within the party. In fact, in all this one, in fact, they say Grandpa Gifty or whatever say they can be all maybe not correct because you see about me catcher, Grandpa catcher say. Can you Japan dear? Be anything now. So clean. So clean in our home. And the crop. So they might all be that kind of people. So they are going to choose the same kind of useless candidate to come to change.
Very well. Madam Gabriel, thank you so much. But Divine, how united did Nana Akufo-Addo, Eja MPP in Tionono and qualify for a healthy united party?
One say, I don't know. They are quite me who sa images ni videos actually say aspirants na kwa koshia Akufo-Addo no. I was asking myself say locals bay and I said then pa na do jina sunti or invite him just because of your former president because in Nkrofo bomb buga bebre no kra na edoso in for Baumia die na do ankasa bomb buga for Baumia no edoso na o madi nachi ana me hu ye ne so minimum komo because na do nankasa no as a president no or embody obi a on pe unity what I say because by his nature no or obi a why not say the open kwa se wanya ma no no ntwe nti Nkrofo no a on betra on nyina no the favorite wo mo by just that we no facade the oye keke na odi age fans na ma votes at least what try BB but whoever organized that meeting you know I think say na kobu ye no in a way Akufo krampo betumi aye present honum kranke be man nyama basa meeting no chai say na nado nko akwakotena honum a ono nko age fans asi so betumi atu obi fo no because na nado akwai party no jane say koka na nyo ono a ne jane sa wa say party no party fo etu na nado fo ka che ne say na busuafo na odi surround ne ho no mu say party no onyi omu fi ona na do ti omu oti omu asenka party ni na form say yo na de mi ya ne say party for tnasia party ya MPP party eni magu asia as tesia eni onyamu bia animu no na do na busuafo ene say no to the extent say gabi ochire da kon na onu no ehye chire pam na omu ye ya party na eni magu asese no no tumi ba na odidi event say omu members of parliament atem ombu obia sana na nado sumbu omo itimi kamemia presidential candidate amin kotra na nado ono because problem amu ankasa candidate mu ba be face mu campaign mu amu be bre a convince Ghana for ni nyina no enya na nado na yeye na nado ne di anim asa ne ama basa we nyina so hwe o candidate na ma MPP for president no ye obibi brofu bia o kan say sometimes no okọ baby a na even to say o paduane adia na o pa bibie edo saka na se hwi ni wono mu a bad is better in the absence of nothing bad is better so sana party na MPP party na kwakwa esisi a right now no it looks like panyi bia ni fie obi ani wono mu a otufo obi ani wono mu a omutie inti no esi ano opanyi ni fie inti no bia ye de ope inti no because there is nothing no say bad product no mo de ama delegate no omu ni choice o mefa ni sa because when it comes to credibility ni omu pe credible candidate body candidates dey gyina hɔ no body frontliners no body why na wom Bawumia Ken Brian
and I'm feeling so niska adenimo
ono so ni
it looks very responsible so ono so niska
but say what you one contesting so omo born buga
46
omo born buga because ono omo buy no man sort no omo yi ni film because potentials na ho what you say inti say an MPP for no omo aye party nti say wo ni bi no ben ho inti akwa escafo rally the campaign omo ye ho enye nyansa na ye ton enya adwin kese because you see ano obi atoma ne nyonko what comments now mo make about each person and my best observe trend be to say akwa kwete some of the candidates no omo ye strategy bi a ye frɛ no scatter and pack
okay
when you scatter and pack
it
means that ono no ogina fifi no because say onim baby ade ne be kɔ no or scatter na abo enyina se mugya hɔ kwa no be pack it no strategy ni say nye omo dia nye obia it omo tugum me say there impanyifo baby omo bu say obi enu onu mo beto nsa papa bi dia hira ne busuefo me nkoto nsa papa bi a me mikita na me da kwako hira MPP for say omo party ni nyi omo nkoso atutungum omo nkoso mbo mu dua omo nkoso ankeka nsem basa for mo because omo ye ne sa no a ema nkomo no say esi a no ba be ye yen against NDC
a fine case
near you Martin check because here we are struggling to break the MPP NDC duopoly and they should continue on that tangent omunya basa no omunya masa ebe bua yen because she say obi to be say former vice president to ewo autistic traits or say former vice president no kramo candidate back no autism no obi anya ne hwe obi anunu no kra no
the same person so no o promote say yento abama sa candidate no
yes
nti na bu yen Ghana for say
na another candidate too there's some person say candidate here yale for na me person me kan sa sebi the one person mo chen say candidate no onye normal nti no mo kra mo candidate no mo yen and this is the product they are selling to us no be so aba or some candidate no or mental problem ya pine tirim there is so clean our room and crap on function ye it's no ho no mu na bipolar che no no ye nyama basa
but 2020 de muni how asa mo campaign message na manya o na ne omo kikenya no na mo de kwa campaign so no de so obetu so no say the same people be ko no wanya ko yatu
MPP is not a game every day I say so clean na dey ho obi team na o be
sure kasemi ya good
obi baka che obi maka say we eba real campaign 2028 no any delegate campaign o no obi adi say dey adi so clear ho the team oje na wiye bonnet ya o ka say baka papa
otonotia
obetonota kamu inside candidate when I did by election so 2020 and I say Brian as o the manual on the hotels na go be jini na to
yes we minister mpo no to Ghana hotel
nabi oye
Ghana president of the
minister o afina obenya gold boy the say nyama hia obeto ga hina ana no krapa a wanya bi krapa a wo hwe eburo krapa so no krapa na 17
akana ya hwe eburo so that's what $1.6 million mansion
can you imagine these are the people who are coming these are the people who are coming it the tire with the intra diva bisa say we tire baako we ka baako na ye hwe ba e bia almost substitute everyone say be after this omo course we mo say we omo nya correct into omo this second phase beba oh senya eseka we nko adia
there be na apart from phase bembi or sound phase bembi na
ya ka tell mo say ba omi wa born economy omo support to say there be the messiah they say Brian say yeah the economy ni ma wo say fa ye never win election so this wa ko bon untimi kan say so for instance everybody say Bobie win elections Brian campaign ben na ben ma a friend say Bobie
wow
that not back into friend say coca friend say friend say can win elections Bobie for catch say wa boda mo Then back check Ghana for name to Obama.
Then we did it. Say more Tony will be about them.
Yes, just what do they tell us?
Them to move about them.
Eh? They say so Brian Shaka say Upper West for no small girl no more.
And Tom smugglers.
About fan ko can for but it's God. In a me any where among some ora no more no. Among some ora na omoye. Ebi na a friend say afinya man kin go kai say no ka say wo ye politics. And the chrono quine 85 police for 85 soldier for thinking. And Robin says, now, leader catch no. We investigate you because I dear we are no, be you more free. They say, why do you want to be a you? But I think that is, in fact, still no leader and African American corner. And that's why he's supposed to be going with him. You shouldn't be giving him as my friend. Oh, because the constituency, Udia Boko,
on your friend.
You see, a power.
You are there to represent your people.
Yeah. Woman die and is my friend. I'm not one who can some of our parliament. Eh? True, say me, what could you not court? I catch it
to Serbia.
Yeah, can somebody catch a bomb and no could not court. They court the court won't took on stop at the way. No, Kufa, the Swati, first attorney, say they be a stop. The same characters in the original parliament, I must say, in that year, Jinas say, more approval.
Hypocrisy.
The same people. So, I think at times, we can't go to a young leader, John Traman.
John, dear.
Yes, I'm Otu. You may be 4 years, Prapono. It can not want the man you cook over and one day accept so.
John, dear.
But any man will win. Very, very dangerous.
Now, Udim, Adebia, as I so constantly say, you ask yourself, say, I don't know how. If candidates no machine in a bakumpo image a winning election on primaries now, on my son's campaign. Because the same no can say, Baumian Crawford, oh, Kojon Cancer, comment or be making or say candidates for they should bear, the other candidates should bear in mind, say, if someone Baumian child, nobody will cross. It means that Baumia supporters for no at the key stance say, if it is not Baumia, then no one. And I can't in for no so I imagine say, some Muslim penny, and I can't in court, or no suspect to say baby and Rahun, or call one of the constituencies. One of the executives in this or Twabaman by Antonio Zero or that police station. It means a Viano. Intino so no so Phyllis a Muviano dia. Or no so Embedi Machi. And I'm Brian so and I'm touching like no so should I say, Omo Macarini Nano, Obia and Bonama. But I didn't be so costly say, and this MPP for primaries, primaries here, Bebasui. Osha candidates no. Unim Domoye. Tesiano, on the supporters when you chemu into caste system. Who belonging to Baumia, you are considered a proper MPP person. Any other person that is supported by Baumia, we are outcasts. Who are proper, you consider say who are traitor, who are MPP boy 4% won't sell party because on Kasama Baumia. And I don't know how they are going to manage that crisis when some mismanagement. Nah, Obia to be controlling the supporters. Opinion if ye unfortunately no be any sika. It will be to be Canadian can a into the wefa the bagger. Not the adom. No ko can sem. The boss of Prano cross my carry me to be yamishi. No I can't not that all. Na ka abo papo. Abo papo kra ma this event say this man committee 4 years or more inviting no. I say no of 4 and a forming MPP. Obia anyone no more better be the question MPP mo. Who? I say who born dog. So baby stand the question say wako kasem. Openi wo fie no. Openi ni fie. Iti no wo hwe party no ankasa omuniama ani omuni ye na omu ye na omunyo madwin so be wrestle power no benya power. But you see me the reason why omo asemu hia me see at this point me say belabor and even waste my time is because see amemo na ebu is not just about winning power. E adwin kese na ehwehwe. Iti no me mbe say oh as usual ya to abawie ya be another campaign near Ansah electionary season ya be bo the momo there be you have to discourage them because if the product is bad umpo manim back to the 4 crampo manim be de say ope akobesi akensie kra ba be say nsuo nani ɛsɛ sɛ yɛkɔ so a na yɛputu ɔmo de ɔmo hyɛ baabi because wode ɔmo kasa 2028 wode imagine sɛ Bawumia yɛ president 2028 wode imagine
dreams
in your dreams sɛ Bawumia yɛ president imagine your dreams sɛ Ken yɛ president imagine your dreams sɛ Brian yɛ president wode a wobɛda
Aduchum
wode imagine Aduchum candidates na egu on imagine any of them some your president of this country
double track system passa
imagine say any of them your president of this country na ekoya na say buy
sure
wade o maye we nyina de boni ni niam o maye we nyina ye koso aye discussing na ye wie ye no now say ye ba be this ye people dem de o masamba say ye discussion for 2028 I feel insulted because the da ho nyen kan wie also the another person o baba 2028 and be dey for different topic brand and discussing NDC yen the rest of the people that be face NDC no and no come on say oh na no to me ba wo de be ba na ye dis come on
yeah ha wo be you
ahwe but so the way mu ba dey na this o person kire say option bi ani wo no to yi we fi wo no ma de bola be bre how o cries ani so say wo yi NDC fi wo no ma be bre bola as replacement yes your ho yes your ho you expect Ghana for say omo be consider ye omo be hwe ye side
yeah some mo dey for na work mo bank na mo munyam bank no ya na mo agina mo na so na fe munga mu pa you versus NDC kroma
bank no one check mo yes uni za mo mix sa conversation now bank na
that be me say
enu no dey komo no koso
o say the side enu ye side ba me so ho hia me
ehi obia
yes if akwatumfo bo no
na bank assembly dey ehi obia
o boy say goofy no do so they should come back
because we say just recently you publish say bank no ya restore no
me kra me post na be to da ko
message sir we say obia employment na there should be say MPP guy bi o edi matensa o say what if ya chenisi
e pejuma ma no
no like say me posting any mo Facebook me posting the comment no Facebook because I didn't understand why mo time why di papa we boni MPP for say ni niama no wo na play graduate so wo gina ho no ma wo defend aban no enti no na no tu asem we aye kan we dey asem bi ani ho
but for 1 minute we na
issue ni dey echa by the end of this year
Abajo
papa ye no because mo bank
honorable patch into the mic
aboa ama employment about because at times so when what to kind pa we could do what is new what west no who ututumu banks no
even boko that was only bank
it all shows the leadership I was say John Dramani Mahama yen say Ghana sika en say nkwankwa ejuma yen fasika en say nkwankwa ejuma ebi support you once you can do it for this country we'll do it for you into banks in the divine me sure say yen fan ka mo contest but e be ban what me aka say na can be to John Mahama I'm to NDC but e kwan ya amu ye
I'm a family you see the entire ko bomb no that's a fine way to corner them
so we be enya no kwa at least ankwankwa ejuma ye boboa ama ejine because aban to me absorb all the unemployment pressures na once these opportunities are there obinya say ejuma koswa people will now the pressure will come down until you be sa kwan no ama I believe the next year will be another 10 around this time no our expectation reset na economic say growth na be na yenu say nkrofo no omo ye friends say mutu amra no omo to basement amra and am no be cover so
that's right
nti call no ayi anu na wo say amra ba koso wo mo you are covering all those one that is why you are seeing in fact no even though when fourth estate air car about national service issue you nim say nenk a deep say in fact you nim say very deep sa we no in fact na amount for air car say anana nesiko say na wo ye campaign e wo your friend say Pusigano nim say na echo so once you are covering this one sa system way a see here to say over road network two form na one say so so you are now feeling it more once that one is done now ejuma no de beko divine banks in there, I believe it say when you can sure say Obekai in a persona workers as say mono. But the back I am very convinced.
Now this
when him say cars menu car back we load na back say jinawa. The original one of a packer no train the load no say be want me on tour. Be fa. Me Japan say unfortunately say MPP and thing but me Japan say the UPA releasing the boot. Ebe fa UP plus ebe fa UP ebe kan nta me ne plus no on be twi UP mother no tradition no but
okay
ebe
Madi yeah that's it. Divine beautiful conversation, thank you so much
but
me patcho you if you say me jo ntino entino Ima yeah that's it Kwame, thank you. All right. Nyame adom mo chene besia hia, but abusuanfo a ahwera de ye mame Ajiman Accra100 Rollins. Erade afa crancy. Ochna we are back here. We didn't do to that. Bye.